Start streaming. Now I'm going to go on to here. Start streaming. All right. Now if I go to YouTube is there. And now stream. There it is.
Here we go.
Okay.
Oh my God, we're live.
Are we good?
We're live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 67.
I'll give you this back.
Oh, sweet.
We live on
Here, would you like this to be lifted?
Kick
Yeah.
as well.
Thank you.
Thanks.
And then you could go around with that one.
Yeah.
And then you could go like
It's
that.
all
Welcome to
streamlined.
the Oruga Podcast. We are
Welcome.
now live on Kick.
Welcome. It's the first time on Kick too.
It's awesome.
Which, you know, we still didn't understand what's mature content.
We are mature content.
I'm gonna get my sweatshirt real quick.
We're really multi-streaming right now.
For sure.
It's our first attempt. I'm glad we chose Kick instead of Twitch, though, because Twitch, they're going to give us, like, pennies if we do get monetized.
Yeah, I was looking at Kick's like affiliate program and how they pay people when they pay, like how they would pay us if we had like subscribers. It's like $4.99 to like be subscribed to someone, and then it's like I think it's a 95 to 5 split.
Yeah.
So you would get like $4
Kick
for
be
every
giving back.
subscriber. Yeah.
Which I don't understand how Kick is surviving if Twitch is dying.
Yeah.
If Twitch is under, wouldn't Kick be under too? Because
You know what I heard, though? I think that it's the management that Kick is under, because I think they just have hella funding.
okay,
Because the person that is in charge of Kick,
sure.
I think they also own like a gambling app. Yeah.
That's some bottomless funds right there. Gambling.
So
That's
how,
what-
that's how the platform is still thriving right now.
That's what we need. ESPN bets to fucking have a little thing right here.
That's crazy.
that says, as Preston Hollingsworth
Bet
endorses.
$5 get 50 back.
Kinda do nuts.
Literally, dude. Literally. That's funny.
Yeah, I heard that Kick said that they're in the green as a company, which is insane compared to.
How?
Because their
Twitch
other
and YouTube.
companies are in the green.
Yeah, I could see that.
Gotcha. But I never understood that. How can they say they're in the green? Like, who really checks that?
You're right. Who's
fucking-
accounting them?
Who's
Yeah.
counting them? Like, it's not they're not an open source investment, are they? Are they an IPO yet? You know what I mean?
I actually don't know.
Twitch is an open investor, right? You can
It's,
invest into Twitch, right?
It got bought up by Amazon, or it's still in the buyout stage.
Really? So Twitch
That's
doesn't have
insane.
because I remember Twitch had a stock for a little.
share.
Yeah, they had a stock for a little bit.
Yeah,
I
you
thought so.
could. I guess they changed.
Yeah.
I never remembered Twitch having that. I know
Really?
Reddit did for sure.
Yeah, Reddit does. Facebook,
Yeah.
Twitter,
Snapchat went crazy back in the day.
Snapchat, yeah. I remember a person who like bought Snapchat immediately, like the stock of it, and they did extremely well. You know, they did extremely well.
Yeah, I just wanted to pull that up
No,
just to get on the TV.
You're good. Yeah. I don't have any clips ready, but like, let's go into the name of the goddamn stream. Failed attempt. What do you fucking think about that? Since you got your tinfoil hat on, who are you blaming? The CIA? The fucking
Let me
FTA?
tell you.
Are you
Let
blaming
me break
this?
it down for you. You see, there's multiple clips of this. All right, referring to the Trump shooting at the Trump rally.
Sure,
right?
sure.
There are multiple clips of the shooter looking for a rooftop,
Yeah,
climbing the rooftop with,
Mhm.
a gun.
sure.
And there's apparently a sniper on him who could have taken him out while he was aiming at Trump, but
But
did
he
not.
didn't.
Right. And he got in trouble for that
Because he didn't?
because he did not.
Did he choose not to and sinister
I think he was told not to.
because he didn't have confirmation that
Right.
he was an
Like
aggressor?
he was about to do it, and
Yeah.
then
He didn't get confirmation. He
And
didn't
I-
get the green light. Okay.
Apparently there was a cop that like climbed the ladder behind the shooter and the shooter pointed the gun at the cop, and he like just fled.
The
which
cop
is
fled.
insane. Yeah,
The cop fled?
the cop fled. Like, what are we paying these guys to do? It's insane.
I guess they're just supposed to have.
The situation is just fishy.
Did they
It's
just
fishy.
that story? If that's true, if the cop climbed the ladder to see that guy, does he have a weapon, or does he just have like a water gun on his hip? Like,
Shit, I don't
what's
know,
going
dog.
on? That's crazy.
He might have reported it, and then that's how the sniper like knew he was there or something.
Okay.
But yeah, there's multiple people who saw him like walking around looking for a rooftop and everything.
Yeah.
The shot was insane, complete trick shot. The angles were insane as well. Like Trump, he was so far away. I'm surprised he was able to hit that. Like even hit his ear in general.
Well, that's a standard rifle range, though. If you think about it, you don't want to shoot a rifle that close because
You're talking out of your ass. I mean no disrespect, but like,
I mean,
I need to know his caliber. What was his caliber?
Damn, I don't know.
5.56, I think.
He had a 5.56 round. Okay,
Yeah.
that is a true. So it was an AR.
It wouldn't have deviated that much, really, because it's a high caliber round. It's meant to go far.
Yeah, it's a military round. Yeah,
But I'm just surprised it didn't make a freaking crater instead of just a little.
that's
flick
where
of
I
the ear.
don't believe that he got. I don't believe the bullet hit him. Truly.
Or of the same caliber
Yeah, I think the caliber was much smaller. That's what I think.
than what they're saying.
Yeah, I think so.
Because can you go onto the YouTube, because there was a video right after.
What's this one?
One second. Go back to the other one. Oh, can you hit the backspace?
That was just the Zen video.
Yeah, I know. Because there was
okay.
something that popped up at the end of it. Yeah, I'm gonna mute that motherfucker.
At the end of this?
Yeah, just play at the end. I'm gonna just like go over full screen it, because there was one thumbnail that popped up, and I wish it would pop up again. Damn, son, that's a shame. Could you look up the Trump rally explanation? Because there was one video that had a diagram of where the shooter was, where Trump was, where the crowds were, and because the angle doesn't give me belief that you could just hit a ear. If you're just hitting this ear, right? It's his right ear that got hit. Then you are literally in front. This is the only angle you could really hit this ear.
I can low-key lay it down for you.
But I could.
Yeah, that's the thing. He turned his head though.
Yeah, he turned his head after he heard the gunshot sound. So like he was facing this way, and then you hear that gunshot sound or something distracted him.
Right.
And he turned this way. So if the gun is always aiming at him in this direction, and he's facing this way, this is where the shooter shot initially is supposed to go.
Yeah, sure.
And then he turned, and then it like.
He's an old
Whisked
man.
the
You know
ear.
how hard it is to crank your head when you're an old man? I don't.
Yeah, but that sound though.
That's
of
fair. Fear will strike the ability to turn your head. That's
Yeah,
fair.
for
That's
sure.
fucking fair.
Yeah, I don't know where it would
Man
be.
had Jesus on his side. I heard that. I heard that Trump.
He had that fist on his side.
For sure. I heard that he like had a revelation, and he like values his life, and he's about to it's a near death experience. So I'm sure he's changed his life from that experience. I might actually vote Trump this year. Who knows?
Stop it. You
Who
voted
knows?
Trump in 2016 and probably 22 or 20.
No, I voted Kanye West.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Even with the Trump
He's
hat?
feeling extra conservative
sure.
that year.
For sure.
I'd vote for any president who gets head in Venice.
Hey yo. Hey,
Is that
yo.
true story too?
Yeah.
You were telling me that last
About how he got
week,
charged
right?
with it. He got
What,
charged with indecency.
Public indecency, huh?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I didn't hear that story,
Really?
which is it's very fascinating.
Yeah, mini Putin be wildin' for real.
Young
Young
Putin.
Young Putin.
Young
Yeah.
Putin. My bad.
That's funny. So like with the whole situation of like, the question that keeps raising with the shooting at the Trump rally is that will Biden have another debate with him? Will Biden have another debate with Trump? But then I also heard today that Biden's stepping down from running.
I don't think he is. I feel like they say that every day.
Yeah.
Is that crazy?
I do too. That's why I kept trying to fact check that if Biden actually came down. Could you look that up on Google?
Fact check it.
If Biden stepped down as the front runner in the Democratic Party, because like I heard that from a relative today that he stepped down. He's gonna let Kamala run in his place. I don't know what.
No way.
Is it true?
No way.
Okay, so Democrats brace for the possibility. They've been bracing for fucking
10 years.
Yeah.
What would persuade Biden to step aside? Here's what he said.
Uh-huh.
Here's what he's said. That's weird.
Yeah.
And it's from New York Times. This isn't gonna get us anywhere.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I'm a fan of Kamala Harris.
Really? What? Why
I
do you
keep
say
reading
that?
her like emails that she sends me for FAFSA, and it's like instead of like changing FAFSA or like making it beneficiary to me, it's like I worked hard and saved your rights so you can stay paying 3%. Those Republicans, those conservatives.
That's what she does.
Some stuff like that.
Oh,
like,
guys, look. These are his words. The 3 reasons he would stop running is for him listening to a doctor, dire polling, changing his mind, or divine intervention. And those are the only 3 options.
Divine intervention. I bet he has divine intervention every morning he tries to get out of bed.
I mean, if the Lord Almighty came down and said, Joe, get out of the race, I'd get out of the race. This guy.
That's not even.
insane.
I can't believe that's so fucking real.
Jesus.
This is a real quote. A real quote, right?
Sleepy Joe. Gosh.
What is wrong with you? Divine intervention.
That is, man. Whoever fucking wrote this really thought they had a funny bone inside them. That's really crazy.
It was Joe Biden thinking that he's hilarious.
I bet he just looked at me like, yeah. He just nodded.
So the second answer is sort of true because they came back with a 65% poll asking him to step aside.
And what happened to that? He was like, that's not good enough. That's not
How
divine.
accurate does anybody think the polls are these days?
Sure. Yeah.
Incredibly accurate.
That's a fair question, though. That's a fair point.
I don't believe.
What, you don't believe that polls are inaccurate?
I don't
believe
believe in the polls.
You don't believe in polls. That's fair.
Pokemon Go to the polls. I don't believe in the polls.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, like, who really believes? Who votes? Who actually does a poll? Have you done a poll before?
No.
Have you done a poll before? Yeah, neither. I haven't done a poll.
So I don't believe it.
I remember I got a piece of mail asking for.
Also, look at this. A nationwide poll, but it was only of
1,000.
1,200 adults. So how can it be nationwide? Literally pulled from a county.
Yeah.
Or at least a population of a county.
Of a small town.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a small town population.
So it's like they could have pulled these people from anywhere. They said that it was from the key states. But
what's key states?
like
That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
You could say any state's a fucking key state, honestly.
How do
Ohio.
Isn't that a weird pick though for his vice president?
Yeah, JD Vance.
That shit's so weird.
Yeah, that's a very strange one. Have you not heard about that?
No, what do you? Trump's vice president, his running mate.
Yeah,
Had
yeah.
commercials running in Ohio.
I have not seen
You haven't seen JD Vance?
the commercials. I've just heard that he's the vice president. I don't even know who the guy is.
Well, he was a senator for Ohio.
I see.
I don't know if it was Hamilton County. Do you know if it was
It was Butler.
Butler County?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's from Butler.
And yeah, I don't know.
I don't even know where Butler County is in Ohio.
You do know. It's in the middle of.
Mason, Kings
see.
Island.
Really?
Sort of.
That's Butler County? Are you
Yeah.
sure? Okay.
General area.
Okay. I was thinking it was a little more north.
It is. Yeah, where he's from, it's a little bit more north,
Okay.
but Southwest Ohio is where he's from.
Sure.
I only really know Hamilton, Miami, and Montgomery. That's all I know for real.
Yeah. I was like, like looking up who JD Vance was when I first heard about that, because like I know his face, I never knew his name.
I know.
And
I know
then-
the face.
Yeah, I've seen those commercials day in, day out. His
Yeah.
commercials were brutally boring.
Rest in peace.
They were brutally boring. They were brutal. But
now he doesn't have to run any commercials.
no,
for a
for
while.
sure.
he doesn't. Never, never. But it's funny though that I was like looking him up, and what kept like being attached to his name was like a hillbilly something something, and I was like, man, they keep labeling him as a hillbilly. That's really fascinating. And then I had to dig a little more, and that's actually his book
I see.
that he released in 2020, which was like a memoir about his life, about how his like mom was like a drug addict.
Oh, we've seen that movie. It's called Hillbilly Elegy, and that makes sense now.
Yeah, you watched the movie?
I watched the movie.
How was it?
It was pretty solid.
Was it? It was solid.
Yeah,
Solid.
that's a good 7.5. I like the movie.
What?
Yeah,
7.5.
yeah.
What would it be equal to?
I
You're
don't
talking
wanna-
about JD Vance's movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this sounds pretty crazy.
I know that's a crazy statement.
Can you go on YouTube
Is it
and
like
look
a
up
political movie?
Dude, it's not a political movie. It's literally like his upbringing.
It's just like
Oh.
a autobiography, right?
Like a Forrest Gump without the memes?
It reminded me a lot of Forrest Gump.
That's hilarious.
That's really
And it's
interesting.
about his. Yeah.
Yeah, can you go on YouTube and look up a trailer?
Damn, it does have a 6.7, so that 7 isn't too
See,
far off.
I was not capping.
Yeah.
He was not capping.
It's a solid movie.
No, don't do it. Don't do it, dude.
Oh,
I'm
this is-
telling you, you
what the
gotta go
fuck
to
is
YouTube.
this?
You gotta go to YouTube.
Or YouTube.
Man, you're really.
Hey, he's learning.
Google is.
He's going to be a
owned-
pro.
Or YouTube's owned by Google.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I really
That's
forgot
shocking
that
as
was
shit, though.
Yeah, I forgot that was a JD Vance story. I
When
literally
did-
just thought that was like a normal Hollywood movie.
He just sat down and watched it like unironically, huh? That's really
insane.
I was
fascinating.
thinking that it was an autobiography.
How recently did you watch it?
Probably around when it came out. Like I didn't even know JD Vance.
Yeah, sure.
I was just like, oh, it's a movie.
Let's Forrest Gump
Let's watch
2.
it.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I'm okay
which
with that
one looks
I'm
better?
okay with that one. The official
Netflix?
trailer. Yeah, that's fine.
I mean,
Let's
it's made
see
by
it to
Ron
believe
Howard.
it.
Ron Howard's a great director.
Bro.
Watch all the sci-fi movies I recommend first before you start watching
Damn.
that shit.
Yeah, you're right.
Fucking sit down and watch Dude for once. For
Dude, I
God's
need
sakes.
to. Is there all right, can we look up? Is there like a disc? Is there a Blu-ray DVD for Dune? Is that a thing right
Bootlegged.
Come on, you know
now?
there
Blu-ray
is.
DVD.
You could just
Yeah,
get
that's
Max.
awesome.
You know what's so crazy? You could get Max for a free trial. You not even have to
What
like
is what is Max?
HBO.
Oh, I see.
HBO, yeah.
Oh,
It exists.
It exists.
It
for,
exists.
For the $34. Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah.
Damn, that's like half the price of the
What is that
DVD
on
player.
You could literally get
What is it on
you
Walmart?
could get HBO Max for a quarter.
24.
oh
Maybe-
damn! They already have part 2 on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
So
I
that's
didn't know
part
that.
1 and 2.
They already have both for sale on Blu-ray.
Let's go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
No.
pretty. That's pretty.
It
No,
was the
yeah,
first Dune.
you're looking at Dune 2, and then you can have
Yeah.
Dune 1 for $7. Yeah, I was reading the book today.
You might want to wait until all 3 are out, then you can get a nice box set.
Dude, that'd be fire.
Yeah, I'm
I-
so fucking.
I don't know. You
hyped for
guys
it.
are hyping it up so much. I might have to just buy them individually.
That's up to you, man. That's up to you. I think you're never gonna watch them, and I think you're gonna die.
There's gonna
never
be
watch.
without watching
dust
it.
on the shelf.
You know what's so funny? You're gonna know each character by the end of your.
Damn.
I'm gonna talk about it so much. You're gonna know everybody without watching it.
Listen, I'll give you.
Yeah.
We'll see.
You're gonna be
Yeah.
chanting that.
Yeah. Atreides. I'm
Jeez.
such a fucking nerd. Yeah.
Actually,
Hmm.
Nolan recommended going to a garage sale in Newport that was going on the other
Yeah,
day.
that was that weekend.
Yeah, I walked around there and got 3 movies. I don't remember what one of them is. I think it's like Julia and Juliet, and then I got Hotel Rwanda.
Okay.
And then I got
Hotel Rwanda's crazy.
Yeah.
That's really wild.
And then I
I've
got
never
the
seen that one.
original Zoolander movie.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Some memes.
Zoolander's a good one.
I'd never seen Zoolander. Never seen it.
I don't really know how to describe it. I barely remember it, but he's
I-
like a model, right?
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I just know he's like
Okay.
a model, and there's like a lot of goofy Sigma faces. So I was like, you know what? The
Goofy
goofy Sigma faces make me laugh. This movie probably make me laugh.
Yeah, you seem like a person who would like slapstick.
What does that mean?
You know what that means? Yeah, I don't know how to describe it. Like Dumb and Dumber. That's slapstick.
Maybe
Um,
I haven't
It's
seen.
funny
Dumb and
just
Dumber.
because it's dumb.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just stupid funny. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. Like,
Yeah, that
Like
that checks out.
Austin Powers is a little bit, I guess.
yeah, that's slapstick. What about
Oh my god.
the
I will be back.
something world, something world. Oh,
Something world.
the
The Amazing World Gumball. Is that what you're saying?
No. What's that movie when it's like the guy's making a festival?
Guys making a festival.
You might know this, Cynthia. You're gonna have to be the +1 for a moment. Do you remember It's a movie where a guy makes a festival, seriously. This is like a 90s movie. And it's a 90s movie, and he's like something world. Mark's World, Waters World, fucking
Walter's World. Why does that sound familiar?
It's
Waters World.
Well, yeah, of course, Waters World. That's
Something else.
Damn, I just don't remember what it's called. But that's slapstick as well.
Fair.
If people in the chat. Oh,
Wally's World.
No. It was like this guy and his sidekick who was blonde. And they wanted to make a festival, a music festival. And there
Okay.
was like a lot of like ninja fights and like, yeah, you don't know what I'm talking about, Cynthia? Man, it's such a shame because that motherfucker would know what it is. But I don't remember it. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'm just stuck on.
I'm gonna figure it
thought.
out eventually in the future.
You're not.
No,
you're
I'm
just
not.
you're
Right.
never gonna
Right.
fucking
I'm
watch
never
any
gonna
of these
know.
movies. What do you do when you go home?
Well, tonight I have to do test corrections for thermodynamics, and it's gonna be so fun correcting my exam. There are graphs that I wasn't given, and
Pause.
problems are unsolvable.
Pause. You know how you were saying you're doing
Doobie doobie
doobie
dooba.
dooba. Yeah. Perry.
Yeah.
He's a semi-aquatic. I don't remember his theme song. But anyways, and Phineas and Ferb. You know who you are?
My Baljeet.
You're fucking Baljeet, dude.
Fuck. Damn
You're
it.
fucking Baljeet. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Baljeet.
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything for my 104 days of summer. Definitely not.
No.
104 days of summer vacation.
Stop it.
I can't find a good way to spend it.
Do you know the movie where it's two geeks trying to make a festival, a music festival, and it's slapstick as well, and they have a ninja fight in it, and it's something world?
Not Wayne's World.
Wayne's World, thank you.
Oh, it was
Wayne's
Wayne's
World.
World?
Wayne's
Oh,
They're
World.
trying to do
would've
what?
guessed.
Huh?
What are they trying to do in it?
Are they trying to make a festival? A music festival?
Oh. Yeah,
Isn't that the
something
whole?
like that.
Isn't that the whole gig of the movie? Is that they're trying to make a festival?
I don't know if they're trying to make a festival. They're trying to make their TV show. Yeah, they're trying to. So their TV show, it ends up getting picked up by a big company,
Sure.
and then the big company ends up like fucking around with their whole set, changing up everything, and then they don't end up liking it.
Okay.
That's the whole premise.
That's the whole premise.
yeah.
That's a shit. Okay.
It's about how
Is the second movie about making a festival then?
it could be. The second one could be.
Maybe I
like
watched
that.
the second one without ever watching the first one. That's fucking criminal, but yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wayne's World's great though.
It's very slapstick, right? I feel like that is the
It's
definition.
got Mike Myers in it, the dude who voices Shrek.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
he voices Shrek, and yeah, it's a great movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Better
That's fair.
than Hillbilly Elegy.
That's hilarious.
Not trying to roast.
Ripped in.
Do you think Trump is next going to try to make a memoir and he's going to try to make a movie because he's like, my running mate, he has a movie. It's a great movie, but not better than mine. Mine's coming out next year. You know, the critics love it.
Fucking Shane Gillis as the star.
Oh my god, that would be fire as fuck. That'd be so fire.
Amazing.
Dude, they should make a slapstick like that with Shane Gillis as
Trump?
Yeah, but
Dude.
I think it should be in the perspective of the Secret Service.
Yeah.
That'd be so fucking fire.
That would be really amazing. That would be amazing. And like Secret Service is always like trying to getting him like McDonald's and shit like that. Yeah.
And he's just like Shane Gillis memes.
Sure.
Like him just being memeing as a comedian.
Mhm.
And then they're trying to like be serious. Because
Did you
he's
see
the
any of
boss.
that Kill Tony stuff from the other night?
No. Isaiah was trying to talk to me about it though.
Man, that shit was funny.
Really?
They had some good moments in there,
Yeah. Yeah. There was a Shane Gillis video I saw like maybe in this past week of it was a joke that he would do about Trump getting assassinated.
Oh,
And it
shit.
hit a little too close to home. Like it hit a little too on the fucking nose. It was kind of crazy actually. We should watch it.
Yeah,
It's
Let's
actually
go for it.
It's
It is the part. That is the thing today.
yeah.
Failed attempts.
Failed attempts, man.
It is the name of the game.
It's such a sad one. Like, you know,
Let's see if it's yep, it's here.
I remember saying like
Do you want to watch the 3-minute video?
No, do shorts.
Where
Didn't we say
Just shorts
on
right there.
that day?
it's not moving.
Oh, you have to
The
click.
mouse. Oh.
There you go. I don't know
That's
why
weird.
it does that. It just freezes for fun. But
Okay.
yeah, you gotta do shorts.
Oh, shorts.
Shorts, yeah.
Do you remember that day when it happened? Didn't we say something crazy like,
That one, right? The second one. Yeah, this one. This was fucking
He used
nuts.
to get 5 speeches a day when he was in office. Anytime you turn on the TV, that guy was giving another fucking speech live, dude. Be in front of a helicopter,
Live.
screaming, calling a lady a lesbian or something. He's like, this is gonna be a tough one to defend at work, but I'm gonna. Now it's sad. Now with Biden, we get like one speech
No,
every
it's
3
not
months.
this one.
And it's hard. He's like falls and shit. It's hard to
He
watch.
falls
It's
and
sad. I'm rooting for the guy.
Shane Gillis is like top notch, man. He is. Keep going shorts.
Is it this one?
Nah, going
how
shorts.
do we can we full screen the
yeah,
short?
F11.
that
Scroll
is
down a
true.
little bit. Man.
Predicted? It's 40 seconds.
All
Go
right.
back to if you had what I said was true. If you had to rank them
Yeah, it's
from
a
least
that's
funny
Luke.
to funniest,
That was a
It's-
perfect loop. That was pretty good.
It's not the exact video, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. But yeah,
You might have to
That-
F12 is it to get out?
F11. Yeah.
He would make a sound.
He would make a sound. That's probably true.
Yeah, I can
It's
see
really
that.
sad though, isn't it?
That is.
It's super sad.
I swear to Jesus
Hmm.
that we were like memeing around and we're like, if the president gets beheaded, we're gonna have that on the TV for sure, on just the computer, that whole screen.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah,
swear we said
yeah.
that.
We had that conversation. Not on
That
live.
was the day when it happened too. He got
Really?
shot. Yeah.
That's sad. That's a little scary. That's a little scary.
I think that we need to be a little bit careful about what we say from now on.
Stop
I
it.
think we might be, we might have
Influencing.
powers. Yeah,
Dude,
the synergy on the Oruga podcast is insane.
Yeah, this energy.
We do predict hella shit.
Yeah, I remember he was talking about. He was like, "I really need rap beef. Yeah, there's just no rap beef anymore. I just need like East and West Coasters just to like battle it out. I just need labels to
Now you
like
got
fucking
the-
throw shots at each other."
Now you got Canada versus U.S. That's kind of beef you got.
Literally, well, you got pedophile versus wife beater. Which is,
Dude, the amount
tough,
of
man.
YouTube pedophiles that are getting exposed,
what do you mean by that?
like, I'm pretty sure Dr. Disrespect.
Stop.
Yeah, on God.
Stop.
He's
Really?
done. He's done. He doesn't get monetized on YouTube or Twitch anymore or anything.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
He's not even getting any money.
I don't think so. I think he quit. Not gonna lie.
You think? Wow.
No, he did say he was going on a break.
Something, yeah.
So that's interesting.
He like messaged an underage girl in 2017.
Okay.
None of the information was like, I don't think the information is out there about what he said, but the fact is that he did, and it was like of sexual manner
Oh, okay.
or some form of harassment or something,
Sure.
and he got bit for that. And then there's other YouTubers that have been caught as of recently. Like this past week, I think I've heard of 3. I only know Dr. Disrespect, but I'm pretty sure 2 others have been exposed.
Man, the Titans are falling. The Titans are falling.
They are.
Making room for us.
Yeah, the
thank
new
God.
wave.
That's what we call a whale fall.
Yeah.
We're just feeding off of it.
Feeding off the whale fall, yeah. And also, like, I hope more of them do, but that's sad, you know. I don't hope that more people don't have to get.
Hopefully not the ones we look up to. The ones
Yeah.
that we predict and turn out to be true. We want those people to whale fall.
Sure. I don't know who. I don't wish that upon anybody, but
I feel like
because like Dr. Disrespect, he's probably just gonna like work
Hey.
at like I don't know. I don't even, like
I
a
got some crazy
self-storage
Dude,
place.
he's balling.
Like,
He's
you
balling.
think so?
Of course.
He's balling.
Of course he was in the NBA, wasn't he?
No, you
was
say
college basketball.
College basketball, and barely college basketball,
Okay.
by the way.
But I know
You
he has
always
some.
throw that
I know
out
he
there.
has like a Lamborghini.
Yeah, but he's got a Lamborghini Murcielago. I forget how to pronounce
How
that.
much is that?
Murcielago. It's an old 80s one.
Mar-a-Lago?
Mar-a-Lago?
Are you talking about his place?
No, I'm talking about his Lambo. His old Lambo, his 80s Lambo. But it's we're just talking about lore of a person right now, which makes no fucking difference.
Hey,
I think
you
if
know
he
who I
owns,
want whale falling? Aiden Ross and Sneeko.
Yeah, that would be cool. That'd be
Yeah.
cool. That'd
I
be
don't
cool if they
know
had
how I
like
feel.
a whole pedophile ring just of themselves.
yikes.
Yeah, that is a yikes.
I wouldn't be shocked.
I wouldn't be shocked too. I wouldn't be surprised that Sneeko is like an Epstein for YouTubers.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Yeah, I could
Just
see that.
trying to collect blackmail on streamers. That's fucking horrible too.
I don't know how I feel about Aiden
Uh,
Ross. I feel like I don't have an opinion on him for real.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I know Sneeko's like trash. And then have you heard of Neon?
Yeah.
I think Neon's pretty
Neon's
trash.
too.
I didn't
you know what
who-
it is. Neon's the guy that says is always talking to chat. What do we do, chat?
Oh, he's the one who like.
I mean,
I don't wanna
Sneeko-
say innovated,
Sneeko does
but-
that, but Neon invented it.
OD.
Okay.
And like he tries to like mess with people who actually have like street cred. If
Uh-huh.
that makes sense. Like
Okay. Yeah, give me Neon's face. I want to see this guy.
I want to just do this meme.
Oh, hey, by the way.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That was strange.
That
Whatever
was
the
crazy.
What did you
Was that
do?
me?
I don't know.
It might have been you.
yeah, he's pretty ridiculous, not gonna lie.
This one's hilarious. I hope he. It's not gonna show up anywhere.
Really?
Wait, scroll down.
Wait, did you really say the N-word?
50 subs a day.
Yeah.
Hey, Jack, give me some more subs, dude.
Go down a little bit.
Oh, man.
Down a little bit more. I saw a clip today. Dang, I think it already
It
already disappeared.
refreshed.
He what's that? What's the MMA fighter? I think his name is something Diaz. Nate Diaz. Yeah, right here. This is on like my fucking Snapchat.
Oh, his crew chased Neon.
That's amazing,
Yeah.
man. That's amazing.
'Cause he
second
said some
question I
dumb
have for you
shit.
today, man, is when you do get knocked out, are you gonna retire?
Who said that? So I don't know who you are.
The brain damage is so scary.
Yeah.
Pussy faggot. The fuck?
If you do. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna be watching. I'm excited to see both sides, but
I'ma kick
Even
you
the
in your
opponents
fucking
are
leg,
like,
motherfucker.
he said some fucked up shit.
Yeah, Masvidal,
Look
too.
at his buddies like
Hey, PS,
fucking
fuck you.
conversing.
I have a lot of respect for everyone, man. It's just I want to see a great fight.
Fuck you. He said when he get knocked out right here. Fuck. Little shit kids like this little bitch talking in this motherfucker that is like changing the times. Need your little ass whooped. I got some girls over here that'll fuck you up.
Uh-oh.
So he gets chased?
He's an idiot, man.
Well,
I'm
he
glad.
like
don't say that
he's like
without-
Tekashi 6ix9ine. Like everything he says is a diss, damn near.
Gotcha.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, he's just searching for blood.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Instigator.
Like if you don't press him, he's just gonna try and play it like your bitch.
Yeah. What are we watching right now, by the way? What do you think we're watching?
I think it's gonna go over to his live stream pretty soon.
Can you go to the peak of this video?
Yeah, what is happening? What is happening? Oh.
Dang, is this just Nate Diaz? Doesn't go to.
Keep going. Keep skipping.
His
Yeah, it's
crew
just
has
Nate.
got to run
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
There is a scene of like Neon like streaming and then
Dissing him? Like being
like being outside and like just talking to his chat and
yeah.
then like Nate Diaz's people run up on him and he runs away.
does it? Yeah, okay.
It's pretty crazy.
That's something I won't do. You
I
know who
think
I
he-
won't diss? A person who literally could murder me with one punch.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, that was the thing I was trying to find with Shane Gillis. Was his joke was that Joe Biden's the first president you could punch assassinate.
Damn.
Isn't that's a
It's true.
that's like me, all three of us could probably
You
do
know
it.
what's crazy? It could be done with a beanbag launcher.
Sure.
I think a yoga ball would definitely put him out for sure.
I think a yo-yo would be
Yo-yo.
would be a good start
Even
too.
the length is deadly.
You could just
You got 6 foot range on that shit.
yeah, that's horrible. But
So
like,
you get past the Corona shield. Yo.
but the thing is, sorry to
Yeah.
cut you off, but like the fact that kid has enough nerve to just look Nate Diaz in the I watched Nate Diaz's fights. They're fucking no joke. You know, like if he has a crew and he's the head of the crew, who are the crew members? You know,
Right.
who's in his group? And his group must be fucking terrifying. You know, like that is some nerve. I will give it that. But who is this kid? Who is Neon?
I think he blew up off of getting beat up. Like he was like, no one on the internet can find me and beat me up. And he was like standing outside. People actually found him and beat him up. And then he was like offering like an
I
amount
do
of money
remember that. Yeah.
to like whoever would find him and beat him
So
up.
he got like mugged and
Yeah.
all of his shit got stole. And he still kept saying it. Like, oh, no one can find me and beat me up. And he
Is
just
he-
kept doing it.
Is he mentally disabled?
After saying that for the first time, I would say yeah.
You gotta be,
But
right?
Then he keeps doing it.
I think it was just clout though at that point. Like he
He's
got
just-
so much clout off of it.
Okay.
I mean now he's chilling with like Aiden Ross and everything. Like you can see how well it's paid off for him.
To be chilling with another dick, just
Yeah.
like himself.
It's so depressing when it's like, yeah, he hangs out with Aiden Ross, man. He's fucking made.
He made it.
He made it, bro.
Yeah.
And that's Aiden Ross is still a fucking nobody. I mean, I
I
hate
don't
to,
know, man. I think he's a
That's-
household name at this point.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
He's a household name, but the skill set he has is not rare.
I agree.
What's his skill set? Like hiring nerds to do his videos? Like what is
I
the
don't-
skill
I
set?
don't think his skill set is rare.
Is it
at all.
It's just like interaction.
Just
He's very
talking over shit and then being like, "Oh, this guy's a pussy."
sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I
He's
couldn't tell
like
you.
he's like us when we react to like adrenaline content, but he's like, "Oh, these people are pussies."
That's cool. That's
Yeah.
even cooler. Really cool people.
Or these people have fucking no lives. They're out here parachuting. What the fuck?
Damn.
That's really funny, actually.
I think we might have said that shit.
Huh?
I think we were on that shit too. Like, what the fuck are these people doing?
Yeah.
Trying to die.
But at least when we watched Tom Cruise, I feel like his name.
We were
Yeah, we
pretty
were watching
impressed.
Tom Cruise like jump off that fucking mountain and just absolutely give up on saving a motocross bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just fucking
Launches it.
demolishes 5 motocross bikes so he can
Yeah.
have a good video.
Have a nice little scene.
Yeah.
A 2-minute, 3-minute scene in a movie
Barely 20 seconds, too.
of action time.
Yeah. It's barely 20 seconds.
And
But
then
yeah.
like it's replayed in 3 different perspectives.
Yeah.
Like, aerial perspective. Just
Yeah.
all that shit.
Yeah, but like when we watch that shit, I mean, I'm like, how do I say this? In awe, you know, the nerves. That man has nerves of steel too. Just being able to like willingly drive off a mountain, and you're like, yeah, I'm just gonna pull a chute. It'll be fine.
He's
I
like
don't know.
40 years older than us.
Yeah, he's
Just
fucking old.
casually doing
He's fucking old.
It's
yeah.
pretty insane.
Yeah. Indeed.
I think I was gonna say something about
What?
what were we watching?
The floor's yours.
Oh, fuck. What was it?
Think, Kahaya. Your brain must be like, do you hear any other things besides the headphones? Like, I figured that would pick up like an extraterrestrial on Pluto,
Mine.
right?
Dude, I hear everything outside of our solar system, but
That's awesome.
anything pertaining to inside,
Yeah.
it's null.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So what's outside of our
Different.
solar system, since you have the educational ability to give the information to our audience? What is outside our solar system?
I see a level 3 civilization trying to reach out
Just
to me.
one.
Or Agartha. Is that
Agartha.
you? They say anyone that subscribes shall live a prosperous life
In Agartha.
in Agartha. See, apparently it's the afterlife for, Homo sapiens.
Okay, to go to inner Earth.
You don't go
Yeah.
towards the light. You get sunk into the middle of Earth. That's what
Sure.
happens.
Sure. Yeah, I don't know about that one, but like, I don't know about that one.
We'll only know when we see Houdini.
Who's Houdini?
He's the only one who's made it to Agartha, man.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And back.
And back.
Yeah.
And he wrote the book, huh?
Someone did.
Someone
did.
had to.
Yeah. I don't know. Inner Earth that's an iffy one for me.
We need more teachings from that one woman.
Yeah, we do need more. We just need more people like that, honestly.
Yeah, for sure.
It's been a while since we had something like that. I could like search around for our subscribers
Next
to see.
crazy
Oh my
person.
Yeah, you
God.
want to? You want to go? Yeah.
Are we going there?
I don't want to do that on. I don't want. Just don't do reaction. But you go ahead.
Yeah.
Just don't go on
What,
a reaction
our
frame.
subs?
Yeah, go to our subs and our like recent ones.
Isn't it
What
going
would
to be
that be on?
so strange?
Studio.
But
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say,
Hmm.
I think I heard that Joe Biden had COVID again. Is that a true statement?
that is
Really?
a true statement.
And then recent subscribers in the last 90 days.
Dang, this one.
Just see all because that guy's not that crazy.
Yeah.
It's pretty
That
insane.
guy's pretty normal.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, it's a lot of.
Okay.
No, I can't do that. That's I think that one, the Bulldog. Yeah, sure.
Second.
Or Bulldog. Yeah, let's see that one.
Super interesting.
Okay. No, I got
No.
nothing. No.
Doing the deep dive.
Yeah. What were you about to say though? While Nolan does that.
Yeah, I heard Biden had COVID,
Yeah.
which is pretty insane.
People can still get COVID.
That's what I'm saying.
That's crazy.
I think it really is an old man's disease. I think they're really trying to cook that guy, Biden.
Yeah. I'm
For
surprised that like I didn't watch. I should rewatch the debate between those two, between Trump and Biden, because I bet that would have been a good watch just for like nonsense, you know.
Can't find any. This was the old guy, remember?
Oh yeah.
I can't really find any other people.
Can't find any nutty people.
Nah.
That's a shame.
I have a clip on my YouTube of
You
some
could do
crazy
instead of
content.
subscriber count. Sorry,
You're good.
just
Subscriber
to be able
count?
to instead of subscriber count, just do date subscribed. Yeah. All right. We got Lucifer. Okay.
Oh my!
All right. What's Lucifer do?
Oh, Apex.
Yeah.
Apex Legends
Yuck.
goes hard.
I'm okay. But yeah, that I wish I did watch that debate, to be honest. But like, when
You know what was worth watching?
what?
Is the debate or the after debate.
What do you mean?
When it was just Joe Biden and the reporter one-on-one.
Yeah.
Dude, he
That-
sucks at answering questions.
Let's
so
hear that.
bad.
Let's hear that. Let's watch that
All right.
because that's public. That's public broadcasting.
Man, oh man! I
Yeah.
got some crazy content.
Do you
that
really?
I was looking at yesterday.
Do you
I
have a
wasn't
playlist
able-
of it?
I do.
Cool.
I only have one video on there, but
Okay.
I could like add a couple more.
add it right now if you want.
I'll go for it.
Because like this will be a good time for.
Mm. That doesn't
What?
make sense.
Go on YouTube then, because that's fucking nonsense.
Damn, is that a 6-minute ad? That's insane.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen anything too wild recently. Usually I try to deep dive on like some
He
nonsense
just
people.
answered questions so bad in it. It
Yeah.
was just terrible.
Was he just spacey the whole time? I feel like he has about
Yeah.
100 words in his vocabulary.
And like 4 of them are quotes or like, you know what I mean? It just is like a string of words.
Yeah. Yeah. He only has strings of words. Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed. Which is unfortunate for our president.
There's a few of them where it's like you can tell it's that those are his like repeated phrases and
that he's taught.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot
Is it
of
muted?
there feels like a lot of things that they coach.
Over the debate, you
Alright,
and
I
your
got
team
it.
9 minutes.
said you had a bad night, but you're.
Dude, I've seen this actually
He
before.
actually framed the question that I think is on the minds of millions of Americans. Was this a bad episode or the sign of a more serious condition?
It's a bad episode. No indication of any serious condition. I was exhausted. I didn't listen to my instincts in terms of preparing, and I had a bad night.
You know, you say you were exhausted, and I
This
know
is
you
right
said that
after?
before as well.
Not
but
right
you
after,
came,
but
and you did
it
have
was
a
a
month, but you
a couple
came home from
days
Europe
after, I
about
believe,
11 or
1 or
12
2 days.
Okay.
before the
Yeah,
debate.
just
spent
kept
6
admitting that he
days
sucked.
in Camp
Looks like
David.
he's having an
Why wasn't
episode
that
now.
enough rest time, enough recovery time?
Because I was sick. I was feeling terrible. Matter of fact, the docs with me, I asked if they did a COVID test because they're trying to figure out what's wrong.
I had to pause it real quick.
Yeah, what's up?
So the reporter, I don't know if you want to watch it all 9 minutes.
I don't.
But he keeps, I can skip forward. He keeps asking the same question. He's like, no, was this just a bad episode?
Were ideas I had
No,
or I
here.
fulfilled. I moved on.
Of course, that's an excerpt of George's interview with the president. And joining me now
George
is
Stephanopoulos, yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, that's literally the whole interview back and forth. It
Let's
was
see,
like,
let's see that peak right there. A little bit to the left. Yeah, right there. I want to see what that is.
Questionnaire.
Go back so I can hear the
I
question.
mean, the way that he also lied 28 times. I couldn't.
No way
I
he
mean,
fact checked
The
him.
way the debate ran, not my fault. No one else's fault. No one else's fault.
But it seemed like you were having trouble from the first questionnaire, even before he spoke.
Well, I just had a bad night.
Same
You've
thing.
got some bad interviews once in a while. I can't remember any, but I'm sure you
It
did.
looks like he's been powdered up by some like a
looks
crazy
like his-
makeup
I guess
artist.
the question,
His
the
skin's been
problem
pulled
is
back.
here for a lot of Americans watching is you've said, going back to 2020, watch me, to people who are concerned about your age. And, 50 million Americans watched that debate. It seemed to confirm fears they already had.
Well, look,
wasn't that so dumb though? He told them to go back to the 2020 debate and said, "Watch me." When they could have just looked at the 2024 debate, made their assumption that he's
Right.
not mentally fit. It was like, oh, we don't have to continue this conversation.
You know how much 4 years can do to a person? 4 years
It's a
can do a
while.
lot.
Right.
Yeah.
I watched all of Obama's hairs turn gray in 4 years. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. I watched Trump go like 3 shades oranger. Like, I don't know. That's fascinating. I just
It's wild.
I love the idea, the quote of like in any other job position they would have asked him to resign, or they like if you force a person this old to work, that's elder abuse, yeah. But just because he's the president of the United States, it's not elder abuse, and it's like he couldn't even try to.
There needs to be a
Do you think
test.
he couldn't drive? He could not drive on an American highway for longer than 20 minutes without veering out of the lane completely. And I will put money on that one. If he could drive 20 minutes in downtown Atlanta or Chicago or anywhere for 20 minutes, stay in his lane, I would put every ounce of pennies I have.
That's the thing, though. How often do
What?
presidents drive after getting elected?
Never. They never drive after being elected.
I don't think they did.
They'd never do. Yeah.
But it would still be quite the sight.
It'd be a good test.
Yeah.
Like, are you physically aware of things? Just because and I know that seems stupid, but like if he can't drive, he probably gets lost in the White House. The only reason he can get around the White House
God.
is because
You actually brought up a great point.
What?
Every day something happens.
At the White House?
Yeah.
Sure.
Let me look it up.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I think he will be a great driver.
Uh-huh.
Do you know the
If
power
he was my
of
grandfather, that's his son. But yeah.
Oh shit! Wow, damn. No, but like I'm pretty sure he's like on some sort of like energy booster.
Uppers? Yeah, I'm sure he's on Adderall.
5-hour energy times 10.
Sure.
I'm sure he's like
a slow
there.
drip too. I bet on that interview he was hyped up. I bet that was the most hyped up he's been.
Yeah.
You know?
They have to keep upping the dosage every time for every debate.
They're putting him on
building a tolerance to it all.
Yeah, they're putting him on Hitler meds.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you've ever heard about that?
I wonder if they have something like that for him. They have to, like a special concoction for him to be alert.
Yeah.
Some sort of natural, I don't know,
Natural?
tobacco leaf
Right.
that's been grinded, you know,
Mhm.
getting all the stimulants off the leaf, some
Could-
orange zest,
Yeah.
ginger maybe in there.
Yeah, I've heard of South American people grinding up tobacco and making it into a more concentrated.
I see.
More concentrated form of nicotine, and then they snort it for like a meditative experience.
Like the green leaves, or do they like dry it out and collect the powder?
I think
I don't know.
I've seen or heard what you were talking about.
I don't know I don't know the form of
I see.
how they get a concentrated tobacco to be able to snort, nicotine. But I will tell you that I feel like they put him on that.
Fair.
I feel like he snorts nicotine to be able to like.
It does go straight to the brain.
Yeah, I'm
So-
sure. Something's got to go to the brain because
Yeah, that's
he's-
true.
Some signals.
Yeah, because I would take his keys away if I was his grandson.
Fair.
I would be
Would
like,
you if you were his son though?
not if I was his son. His son would be like,
His son doesn't
he
really
drives
have the power because
Fair.
he's too busy, coked up,
Yeah,
cracked up.
yeah. He'd be
You guys
like,
have-
you know what, Grandpa, you drive. Or you know what, well, you know what, Dad, you drive.
Golly.
Yeah.
He has like the mini Ziploc bags.
Pretty sure Joe Biden might be a better driver than Hunter Biden. Just going out on a limb.
Jesus, that's embarrassing.
Joe Biden might have a cleaner car than Hunter Biden too, but
That's
like
true.
that's just my thoughts.
Damn.
And room.
There's a good thing that Hunter Biden must be really thanking God that strippers or no that prostitutes don't give receipts, because he would really have to clean out his
Fuck.
car with receipts.
Man.
That's a horrible one too.
That
But
would be bad.
yeah. I I remember talking to somebody the other day when Trump got shot, quote unquote. I say quote unquote.
I can't believe you don't believe it.
I don't believe
Did
he
you not
got-
watch the video? There's like red coming down his face.
Have you seen an old person fall?
He didn't fall. He got shoved over.
Okay. Have you seen a person hit the ground that's old? Just
No.
just
Well,
elaborate
I've
with
caught an old person that was falling.
me. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if that counts.
My point is, old people fall. All right, and often when old people fall, maybe they draw some blood because their skin's a little thin. What I saw in his face, I thought he just scuffed his face up. That's my thought. Do I really think he got shot in the ear? No. That's
Man,
my thing.
I have the
Do you know?
tinfoil hat.
Look, I understand. I understand. But how old was that kid? He was like 19, wasn't he?
I think he was 20.
20? Okay,
Yeah.
okay. And he was non-military.
Well, if
Not-
you look at his drip, he was pretty decked out, not going to lie.
But so is Kanye.
All right.
I'm pretty sure anyone can scrounge around a little military outfit together.
Bro.
But anyways, it would take a top marksman to be able to only sear off an ear with
That's
a
not
bullet.
what he was aiming for.
That's fine, but The odds, man. The
odds are
fucking
crazy.
odds are crazy.
That's when I say it was like
the
a trick
present.
I'm saying it was divine intervention. Some shit. It was some shit.
You think you're gonna have Joe Biden look at that and be like, "That's divine intervention. I think I should get out."
You should. You should look at that as his third reason and be like, "I should get the fuck out."
I should get out. Yeah, because he hasn't had one rally, right? I don't
No
think
way.
He hasn't had one rally. No, there's no way he public speaks, dude. Look me in the eyes. You think he public speaks?
Okay.
Could you look that one up for us? Go on Google and look up if Joe Biden is on tour.
Biden. What would that even be called?
Biden at rally, 2024.
Obama had. I don't think they called it rallies, did they? Back in the day.
Speaks at convention. They're not really this.
For old people, is that what that is? NAACP.
NAACP.
Isn't that for like elderly?
No. That
Like,
is the
dude.
National Association.
You're black. How do you not know
Oh
this?
my god. Oh no, I'm canceled. I'm fucking canceled. Fuck.
I might have to make a
You're just-
small video of that. You not
I'm
knowing
canceled.
what NAACP is?
I'm still
How do you
unaware,
not-
but I just know I'm canceled. Man. This is unfortunate.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's very interesting.
Please
Hey,
elaborate.
Detroit rally.
Okay.
5
that's,
days ago.
That's something.
National
How long does it say the video is,
American.
We'll have to wait. Yeah, that's interesting. Kahaya, you know.
What is it? The National African American Committee of People.
National Association of African
American
colored persons.
National Association of American Colored Persons.
Isn't it committee?
I thought it was colored persons.
It is probably, yeah, national. Look that one up, please, as well.
He's not a color. He's white.
And you probably spoke before Kamala too. You know,
National Association for the Advancement
of
of
colored people.
Man.
That's what got us tripped up.
But actually, he was right though, because it was NCAAP, wasn't it?
No.
Are you sure? Go.
NAACP. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. All right. Okay, let's get some volume. Can I see a peek? Is there a peek? No peek. That's a shame.
TV this week because it's Shark Week.
Wow, yeah, they're all black. There's an Indian guy too.
Where's the white guy in the corner?
I see a couple white people now.
On a more serious note, I had 32 members mostly from Europe, but 32 members.
Europe? Why are we
Native
talking about
in
Europeans
Washington.
right now?
And by the way, and the press has covered this, they give me credit for strengthening NATO, expanding NATO.
He
making
takes
it
so
what it
long
is.
to get to a point.
I'm okay. I'm good now.
I don't even know what his point was at that point.
I mean, we're taking them out of context, to be honest.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
Week.
It's Shark Week, guys. That's fascinating, honestly. Damn it. That's the thing, man. I gotta start recording on this. I know.
Oh,
I always
no.
forget. I just always forget to press record on the mixer, but it still collects through.
Okay.
So like it's okay, but like it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same at a rally.
You know, I hate political talk. I always find myself talking about
I
it,
feel
but
it.
it like does something to my body where I just dislike it, you know?
I feel that.
I just it's unfortunate all around. And you know, I love that Mexico had 30 assassinations of presidential candidates, and we had one attempt.
It's pretty bad.
To the ear. You know? It's pretty
So
fucking
when
bad.
you see the ear like nod off, are you gonna believe?
Okay, all right. You know what? Can you go to that video then? Could you find the video where Trump rally shooting, you know? And
In-depth analysis.
I don't need an in-depth analysis because we're just going to get motherfuckers talking. But
You're right.
you could honestly like
Visual.
I just need
Yeah, I think there's a visual for it.
I just need like an explanation. Yeah, sure. That was the video I was talking about. Yeah, that video.
I think that'd be really good.
This is fantastic.
I don't think it might.
What?
It might not show like the
could you hit
real.
F? What?
The real deal. You know what I mean? Like it might all be animated.
Yeah,
but I think it'll convey the point.
Yeah, that's true.
That
The one
CIA
that I
wants
seen
to.
was like the 3D like simulation thing.
Sure.
And it showed his head till like at the last second.
Okay.
And then it grazed his ear. It showed the trajectory.
So would you trust that video?
Because it was double layered, so it showed the computer simulation and then it showed real time.
Okay.
Of the Trump one.
Where'd you find? Do you?
It was on Twitter. I don't know.
Do you think you could find it?
Yeah. The thing is, it makes us want to sign in on Twitter though.
Okay. Okay. Well, this is kind of close.
This is pretty much the same thing.
He did grab his ear. That is true. Yeah. Go back a second. Yeah. All right. He did grab his ear.
Yeah.
That's such a crazy fucking angle, though.
It is insane as fuck.
That's such a crazy fucking angle.
Are they just like giving an intro? Yeah.
Yeah. Skip a little.
There he is.
All
It's our
right.
boy.
Our boy.
He's not alive. We can at least give him some reprimand.
Oh, he died?
Yeah.
That's a shame.
You really thought he lived after that?
Damn, he really did grab his ear.
Yeah. Fuck. That's fucked up. Can't make fun of shooting presidents getting shot.
No, you can't. Damn, son. Okay. All right. You know what?
It might do like a broader scope.
You know what? All right. I'm kind of convinced.
Yeah, because his shot was straight on, and then the head tilt is what made
that's
that
is
shot.
a person
insane.
recording him. Oh no, that's the FBI.
Yeah,
I was about to say no, but there is like video of people recording him.
I was about to say, if that's
The
a
thing
fucking
about
gunman,
those-
that's a setup for a gunman.
The
What?
thing about those people on the building,
Mm-hmm.
these ones,
Yeah.
is that they're not actually the ones that shot. There were two sets of sniper teams,
Sure.
and they were positioned on both roofs.
Mhm.
So there was one on that roof, and then there's one behind them that actually had visual on the shooter.
Really?
Yeah, but there's if you see like a big diagram or graphic, there's a tree blocking those snipers' views of the shooter.
Gotcha. Okay.
But it's weird that they reacted that way. They heard the gunshots and then they had to
Still like zoom
be
in.
quick as fuck.
Some outlets report that these snipers killed crooks, while the Secret Service confirmed its personnel neutralized the shooter. We could not corroborate that it was in fact
See how
these
the tree
specific
is blocked?
agents.
Yeah.
The gunman also hit spectators on the bleachers, not corroborate
I
that
guess it was that warehouse or that building more to the far right that they had visual on the shooter.
Sure. Like in between
You
those
see
those
two
trees.
dots on the roof.
Yeah. In fact these specific agents.
Oh yeah.
The gunman also hit spectators on the bleachers. One man died.
That's
50-year-old Corey
unfortunate.
Comprador.
This was a sad one.
Two others were critically injured. With Trump's microphone still on, we
Apparently
can hear
that
the
guy
tense
was a
exchanges
firefighter
among
and
the
he like
agents.
saved his family, his wife and daughter.
About 42 seconds after crooks opened fire, they confirmed the shooter is down.
Man, I really hate gunmen so much. No joke. I hate people that shoot innocent people.
You say the fucking obvious, like
Yeah.
it's revolutionary.
Just such pesky human beings.
Such a
It's
nuisance.
crazy that it was all picked up.
So we gotta move to the bus. Watch out. Wait.
In about 75 seconds, Trump raises his face.
Wait.
He's mouthing the words, fight, fight, fight. The resulting photos immediately travel around the entire world.
Yeah. All right. Man, I wanted to see a couple of those photos. That's a shame. Actually, I'll turn it back on for a second.
Trump is then rushed to a hospital. Later that night, he is flown to New Jersey. He appears to be well.
That's so insane.
All right, I'm good.
Imagine that turnout. Like, you come to a little venue in Pennsylvania, and now the whole world, like, thinks you're 50 cents since you got hit by 45, got hit by a nickel. They just think you're 50 cent. Can you imagine?
45 got hit by. You're actually so true because he was the 45th.
For sure.
Now he's 50 cent.
For sure, yeah.
Many men.
That's really funny. Yeah, many men.
Wish death on me.
Yeah.
Many men.
That would have been great if he tweeted that right after he got shot. Like, a nickel hit me. That's funny. That's really fucking funny. Damn, dude.
That was an interesting visual.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Okay, I'm a little more convinced now. But still, like, the odds of him not dying and it just only, like, put a hole in his ear, that's crazy. That's so nuts.
I agree. It's pretty wild.
That's really wild. With your tinfoil hat on, this is where I always go to. Was he alone? Was he with somebody? Like, did somebody hire him? Did somebody educate him on to do it? Did somebody like coerce him to do it? Did somebody pay him to do it? Or was he just like, I hate drum and I got
That's the thing.
I got a gun.
How do you or your family get paid out in that situation if you're dead?
Yeah, that's fair. That's
so
fair.
I don't think it's a payout situation in any.
I just
I
don't
feel
get
like
it.
You know what's gonna happen if you enter that. You know that you're gonna die.
Yeah, sure.
So I don't feel like money was in the equation, but there had to have been a radicalized thought,
Right.
Of like, oh, I hate him for this reason.
Correct. Yeah, something like enticed him to do those actions. But
For
what
sure.
was the enticement? What was the benefit?
There is a clip of him like going up to like, I don't know if it is a guy that is Republican or like a.
You talking about the one where he's yelling?
Yeah, and he's like yelling at them. He's like, "I hate Republicans. I'll slash your throats." It's insane. And this was like before this incident, obviously.
Okay.
But like,
obviously, I didn't. That wasn't obvious to
Can't be
me.
an after.
yeah,
It wasn't obvious to me. Yeah, that's interesting. I just don't understand. Like, is Armenia as a nation like that high? I never understand the hate for Republican and Democrat. It never makes sense to me because it's the same fucking people, bro.
yeah.
It's the same fucking people deep
same
down.
system. It's all in the system.
Yeah, and they just fucking push their heels into the ground on just particular topics. Maybe they don't agree on the topics, or I do agree on their positions on the topics, which is extremely true. But like, still, I never get it. Doesn't make sense to me.
People just take one idea and then times 20 it, times 10 it.
But you know what's so crazy is that if the Democrats, if Biden went out to a rally and he got shot at by a quote unquote MAGA person, you know how much the Democrats would weaponize that and be like,
insane.
It would be insane against gun laws, right?
I feel like that's why it's not being weaponized right now, because he did identify as a Republican.
He identified as a Republican?
Yeah, the shooter.
Dude, the first
That's even.
thing.
What is going on, man?
That's what makes this whole thing even more weird.
What?
As soon as he did it, like as soon as that incident happened, and they figured out his name, every news agency was putting his political
beliefs on there?
Affiliation, yeah.
Like, that is sketchy as fuck, in my opinion. Like, why is it the first thing that you're telling me about him is his political beliefs? You're not even going to tell me the color of his eyes, but you're going to tell me, like, who he voted for. You're not going to tell me where he went to high school.
He's 20 years old. He hasn't voted yet.
I think he voted for, like, an issue.
I don't give a fuck.
He voted, like, Republican over an issue and,
Sure.
like, donated, like, fucking $2 or some bullshit to a Republican or some shit.
Okay.
Like, how do you fucking know that, but you guys didn't know where he fucking lived and shit? Like,
yeah. Or he was on top of a roof.
Right.
But
fuck.
Yeah.
It's crazy. That is really interesting. That is very fascinating, actually. I didn't know that. Well, I mean, like, what is... when people say that he's, like, Republican, he didn't fucking, like, get branded. You know?
Right. Like he's not a fucking cow. He's going to be a fucking leather cow or some shit or a milk cow.
It's not like he drives a particular car or like I don't know. Like political beliefs are so wonk. Like I don't know. Like you can have political beliefs, but your political beliefs are not you. So it's like, what's going on, guys?
I mean, I changed my political like ideas. Like if I on a topic.
Yeah, from Kanye to Trump. That's ginormous.
That's insane.
That's ginormous.
I would say on like certain issues.
Yeah,
that makes sense. I mean, overall, I don't think I don't really associate with a side.
Sure.
Like, I'm not going to call myself a Republican or Democrat or Libertarian or any of the bullshit.
Sure.
I wouldn't really pick a side even, for real.
Yeah, that's fair. It's so fascinating. Like, let's say I would never be in that gunsman's shoes, ever. But my point is, like, if I was put in a position where the mass media had to label me, they'll probably label me Republican. But the thing is, it's like, I'm not, though. Like, I feel like I could be center. I feel like that's an option. I feel like I could be center.
The media doesn't think that's an option.
That's not an option.
Right.
That's not a fucking option. Being moderate is not an option. And so it's like, it's so squirrely. It's so squirrely.
Yeah, that would be weird. If he just had no affiliation.
Yeah.
That would be so fucked.
But I was really, the reason why I'm sad that he died, because I would have loved the interviews afterwards. You know, if like him rationalizing what was his thoughts, I would have really synced my teeth into those interviews. It was like I would have really enjoyed that, just to see like what's going on inside your crazy mind. What was his name?
What is it, like Thomas Crooks or some shit?
Thomas Crooks.
It's pretty ironic that he is 20 and white.
Okay.
I just think that's funny.
Why?
Because that's Trump's core base.
Sure.
Or not really young people.
I don't know if it's young people, dude.
Not
I think
really
it's
young people.
I think it's like 30s through 75s. That's a fucking white people in middle America.
Yeah.
That's his fucking core audience right there.
Yeah.
His parents would be core audience. His grandparents would be core audience. That's my opinion.
Just weird how he's the suspect in all this.
Yeah, that's so strange, man. That's so strange.
No team to help him.
Yeah, that's where I think it's so squirrely. I don't feel like a 20-year-old could swindle the entire Secret Service.
I mean, I don't think he was swindling anyone. I feel like there was.
It's weird how a
lack
20-year-old, just nobody, can completely shift history.
Yeah, sure.
Just like from being a nobody.
Yeah.
So weird.
It goes back to the concerns of like since that happened, Biden's probably gonna be like, I can't go public anymore. This is too dangerous.
I gotta drive around in the Pope mobile.
Even that's a risk.
Yeah.
The Pope is probably like, touch a few more and then I'll give it to you.
Hell no.
The Pope mobile. That's funny.
That's funny. That No, yeah, I've seen some videos of him like in high school, and he's like, apparently they're bullying him and stuff. But
yeah, what do you mean they're bullying him? What are they bullying him on?
There's like a video of him.
I seen that
getting
one too.
like his
and he's got like high waters. Yeah, he's got high waters on, and there's kids like yanking at his jeans.
Who are we talking about?
The suspect.
Oh, can we watch it? Is it on YouTube?
It's like a short clip. I fucking had high waters. I grew up so fucking fast.
Yeah,
that like every couple months I need a new size of pants.
Sure.
So like I got fucking joked on for high waters, but it didn't make me a fucking school shooter or anything. It just made me learn how to size my clothes.
Oh man, we knew some kids in high school like this. I hate to say that.
I know, right?
Oh, let me.
Thomas Crooks.
I think they said, take a look at what happened.
Shit, dog.
Can you go back to the
kid
beginning?
That was always alone. He was always bullied every day.
He was in the class above. Yeah.
What a crazy montage.
What about that top left? What is that top left?
9 watching shit.
Thomas Crooks was a high
He did
school
have, like, an
student when he
interview.
appeared in an ad for an investment company. We found this video on his high school Facebook page explaining computer coding to another student.
The signal is decreasing.
Crooks' high school years were troubled.
Could have used him as
He
a
was
tech guy.
rejected by the school.
Dude, chill, bro.
His name was caused
Just
bad, according to one report.
He was in the same homeroom as me.
Former classmate Sarah D'Angelo says Crooks studied the assassination of President Kennedy in
No
honors
Who
of
did
way.
it though?
history
Stop
class.
it. Who
You
did
kind
it?
of had to
Me?
make it,
Yeah, come
I
on.
didn't
Come
give a
on.
fuck.
Everybody
was in-
studied that.
Everyone was in love with learning this shit.
Yeah, it's the Kennedy is that's such a
conspiracy
low
theory
blow.
about where the shooter was, and like how you thought it was done.
He was also bullied at school.
I could
and
believe
sat
the
by himself,
hyperfixation part about
friendless
it.
in
Sure,
the
I never
cafeteria at
hyperfixated
lunch.
about where you.
Based on
Where
the
the
way
fuck
you
was
guys
the
figure
shooter?
out things are nowadays,
No.
If you don't fit in with the clique,
Jesus
they're gonna
Christ.
come after you, and that's kind of like how he was. Like he would sit by himself, play games on his computer.
This video shows Crooks goofing around with other students. Kohler says Crooks wore an anti-COVID mask long after they were required.
Thomas Crooks.
This is Crooks' 2022
Dude, why
high
are they
school
like
graduation.
bullying him
He
on the
graduated
news?
I'm good
from
now.
college in May
They're
with
bullying
an
him on the news.
Dude. Because
They're
this-
probably gonna be like, he stays in Discord and
No, this
plays
was
Clash
Inside
of
Edition.
Clans.
I don't think there's any way that they could get a defamation case because look at the dude. You can't really
Yeah,
be
you're right.
defamed at this point.
Yeah, you can't.
Fuck.
You can't. But you know what's so funny about that video about just the outline of his life? I feel like every single person who ever went to high school in America knows a kid like that.
Of course.
Of course. That's not a new person, by the way. But
That's like a 1 in 20,
sure.
or probably more.
Probably 5 out of 100. Well, you probably 1 out of 20.
literally walk into
Good job.
walk into the engineering classes at your high school. They're all there.
Yeah.
They're all at like the after school Magic of the Gathering. No, I can't
Just
say
look
that.
at the ones who might bring a Nintendo Switch to school.
To homeroom?
To homeroom.
That's
sure.
tough, man.
And then
That's tough.
You got your general list there.
Probably people who still have Pokemon Go on their phone.
Oh,
Bro, are you
shit.
hating on Pokemon Go right now? I was playing that all day today.
No, you
Damn.
weren't.
I was on God.
You're serious?
Bro, there's so many
Gotta
gyms.
stay active.
There's so many gyms that you see in like Pokestops.
Stop it.
It goes crazy.
Is
Like
there
I'm
a lot
level
of
28.
Pokestops?
So many.
Damn,
That's
I stopped at like level 20.
No, the
It's
way
a
you
good way
looked
to
at
level
him
up.
when you heard that information, stop it. Dude. That is so embarrassing.
That's the thing though. Like that was my clique back in high school. Like I
Uh-huh.
hung out with a lot of weird kids. I hung out with everyone. The cool kids, weird kids, the whole 9 yards.
Uh-huh.
And it is pretty sad to see this and like to see the news bullying those people, and then it's just gonna trickle down, and people are just gonna be like, man, you're gonna shoot the next president to that weird kid in the classroom. Like
Sure.
you're gonna shoot the next
Yeah,
president. or
this
some
only
shit.
confirms our beliefs of the
Yeah.
weird kid in the classroom.
the weird kid.
Sometimes the weird kid's cool.
That's true. That's true. I knew there's plenty of kids that I met in college that have been nice to, who would fit that description, and they've been cool. They're cool, but there's, I guess, some of them aren't.
Some of them are dangerous. I feel like the ones that fascinate on violence are the ones to be weary about.
Sure.
But I think if they're calm, level-headed,
Yeah.
they're fine.
Yeah.
Like
And
even if they're screeching in class, if they're not violent, then I feel like it doesn't really matter.
And also
for real.
that video that we saw where he was the kid was pulling on his pants, that didn't seem like bullying. That
That's what I'm
seemed like
saying,
his friend pulling
Right.
on his pants, being like, "Yo, bro, you've had these for years. Why don't you get a new pair?" And pulling, that's how I interpret that video, because it wasn't he was around people, okay? And I've met kids like that who are not, who are alienated.
I know what bullying looks like.
Yeah, and it's not.
That was more playful than anything.
Yeah, agreed. And so it's just that's fucking fascinating to me.
Yeah, you're not going to get kicked out of school for that, for sure. I don't think so.
Not that video.
Yeah.
Definitely. You're not even going to get kicked out of class for that video. You're
Right.
not even going to get noted in class. The teacher's not even going to see that in class. I don't know. That's fascinating to me.
But if he was getting swirlies or some shit,
Sure.
then it would have been
Sure.
damn.
But that's only one video we're watching, too.
That's true.
It's just and so I'm making a judgment.
That's just one video. of a kid getting a swirly. That'd be fucked.
That'd be really fucked.
If
yeah.
that was the only video
Have
that,
you ever
that
got
surfaced.
You've never seen a kid get swirly, right? You've never seen it. Have you seen
Never
that?
seen
Never
it.
seen that. I mean, I've seen
I've seen a kid get thrown into a trash can.
I've seen. I guess I've seen a person be put into a toilet before. Yeah, I guess so. Once.
That's insane.
Once in high school, it was probably classified as bullying.
Oh, into a toilet?
Into a toilet, yeah, but like not their
But
head.
Not their head.
Not like they were like forced in by their butt to like get a wet butt.
What the fuck? That's so weird.
That's
Yeah.
fucking hilarious.
What the fuck?
I'm not getting a swirly or anything. I just want you to have a wet ass.
That's even worse. Fuck.
Just walk around school on there with
A wet
a wet
ass.
ass.
Yeah.
Like you piss yourself. That's
Yeah.
terrible.
More than that, but yeah.
Make
Damn.
Make it look like both.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Just wet everywhere.
Fuck that.
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
That ended up happening.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't want to name any names, man. That's because that's an unfortunate event. You know, they should be able to let that one down. You know,
Fuck that.
Should let it go.
Die out.
Let it go, man. Yeah. But that's really unfortunate, though. That's really yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, I've seen school bullying, and it's way more aggressive than that video. So I don't know. There's a lot of things that don't add up.
I think
all
all
I
the
got.
bullying that happened that I witnessed, it was like deserved. Like the person who got bullied was like creeping. That's like the
Sure.
biggest thing.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
if
yeah.
they were creeping on someone,
Yeah.
being really weird, then they got bullied.
They give a motive.
Right.
You know, they're like Neon. They're fucking. They're a pesky person half the time, and yeah. But like, I'm not gonna agree with you on that. Like, I would say that's some bullying is unprovoked. You know.
Right. I
But
can see
sometimes
that.
there is some provoking. You know. I don't know.
Oh, this is a crazy one.
Hmm.
So the shooter was wearing this YouTube channel's freaking shirt. I think that's crazy.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
Like, I don't even want to say imagine, but
Them
that's
the
just
way-
like the
them
most
the-
fucked. That
no.
is the most fucked situation to
Yeah.
be in.
Yeah.
It's just being like a supplier, and then someone's like, "Oh, I love this channel.
Yeah.
I want to rep them to the fullest. Let me wear it when I'm dying." Like
That'd be
this is-
really unfortunate. The one sale we have for the Oruga,
Shit.
Oruga
Nah,
podcast
nah,
merch.
nah, no way. That'd be terrible.
What do you think he has to say about it? Should we watch it? That's an interesting video. I mean,
Okay, all right.
imagine
I'm
being
for
in
it.
this guy's shoes.
Yeah,
Nah, I'm good.
You're
you're good. You don't want. You
Don't
don't
want to be in his shoes.
I mean,
Because
like,
I mean, how much could he have possibly influenced in that dude's life? Was it
to
a
wear
lot?
the shirt,
Was it
to,
tiny?
to go out and buy it, you know?
yeah. I mean,
Go
like,
out, buy it and then wear it to death.
But-
Literally.
but Mountain Dew would have came out with a statement though if the gunman had
Yeah.
that shirt on, and Mountain Dew would have been like, Baja does not
Baja
support.
Blast does not talk about or Mountain Dew does
That's
not
hilarious.
endorse this
type of behavior. That is a person who should be
unpatriotic.
They would
We
go-
are an American-funded company. We will stand by American roots. This is not tolerable. America is sick. Only Baja Blast will fix it.
And so go buy our new shirts.
50% of the money that goes to our shirts will go to Mental Health Foundation in Pennsylvania.
That's a great one.
That's a great one. Or the families who are affected. by
Right.
it,
Yeah, that's
you know?
that too.
That too. And also ear care people, because you know they had
Hearing aids.
They had hearing aids. That'd be a funny one too. Yeah. Yeah. So you could hear the shots, and you could have help Trump with his hearing.
Oh, jeez. Do you think he will need one?
No, probably not. I didn't even think he got shot in the ear. Don't
I'm
ask
surprised
me.
he doesn't need one.
Already?
Yeah.
I'm fair.
Well, that too.
That too, yeah.
I think you might have to refresh this video.
I know, this is the longest
It's almost skipping.
longest ad of my life.
You know,
That's
the ad
insane.
blocker works
better,
though.
Better than watching the ad though.
Yeah.
That's very true. That's very true. I'm gonna check.
I'm sure there will be a lot of people watching this video who do not know me, who are new to this channel, and are just checking in based on recent occurrences. So, for those who are new, for those who do not know me, my name is Matt Carricker. I am a Texas-based YouTuber.
I think I've seen this guy's videos.
And this is my YouTube channel. Demolition Ranch is a firearms-centered channel. I also have Off the Ranch Matt Carricker channel, which is a blog type channel. And then I'm also a veterinarian.
Man, he is outside.
Ranch,
You hear them fucking
centered channel.
What is that?
And
Yeah, those are the
across
cicadas.
the board, across all of my
Yeah,
videos,
I guess so. I was going to say crickets,
we
but
really
it's not that time
don't
of
talk
the
about
night.
politics at all. We keep politics out of it. For one,
He's
it's not
not
my bread and
political.
butter, but also I don't feel the need to impose my political views and beliefs on other people. And so we generally just stay away from the topic of politics. However, we were obviously kind of thrust into the conversation after last weekend. So before I go any further, to the family of the victim who died during the Trump shooting, man, I'm so sorry for your loss. It's terrible, and I hate
I'm
that
okay.
happened to
We
him,
good?
to you guys.
I don't need this.
I think this was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be like. This is very generic.
Yeah, this is kind of what I expected out of this.
I think I've seen a
his
clip
hat
of.
comes off. Oh snap!
Oh God!
I saw a clip of this, and he was like, talking about
They-
what you saw on CNN,
Yeah.
and how he's like. it
Oh
was-
hey, we can buy his shirts.
I like this guy actually. Done an operator.
He was like, I woke up the next morning and I saw my name, Trump's name, and the shooter's name on CNN. That is not what I wanted to see.
Oh God, that's a horrible one too. ISIS uses Toyotas, but do they investigate? That's okay. All right.
Yeah, it's just weird that he almost has to say sorry.
He doesn't though.
Yeah.
But he feels compelled to, and I understand why he feels compelled to. But that's just sometimes you just gotta let that shit go. I don't know. Like
I think I would apologize if he was wearing an Oruga shirt. I think I would make a video
you would
about it.
apologize.
I'd be like, we don't endorse that behavior. Like, we're
That's
not
fair.
associated with this guy. Sorry
That's-
for, obviously saying sorry for your loss for that guy, the hero that saved his wife and daughter.
Sure. All right, that's fair.
It's a weird situation for everyone involved.
Yeah, and I guess when you're in his shoes, and you gotta, and you're in the hot seat, and you see that the gunman had your shirt on, I guess you feel a type of way. I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
And especially if you're a firearms channel. I feel like it's with us, it's just like, if he had Aiden Ross's shirt on, I feel like Aiden Ross wouldn't take it the same way. But if you're a gunman show, like if you're a
Right.
firearms channel on YouTube, you kind of have to say something. You can't say no. I get it. I do get it. But strange, man.
Some murky water.
Yeah, that's a really murky water. That's interesting. Yeah. Can we talk about something fun, man?
Yeah.
Can we? I'm
Look
so
at
bummed
my
out.
look at
Yeah.
my channel. Of
Yeah,
some
yeah, yeah.
crazy
Can you
shit.
go? So hit the three, like the top left thing, and then scroll all the way down. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, and then hit more. Show more. No. Scroll up. Show more, and then find Kahaya all the way at the bottom.
It's like TT.
Yeah, he's the
underscore.
first.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
And then I have a playlist that's like advice.
Playlists, and then
Great advice, I think it's called. Real advice. There it is.
real advice.
We got 4 videos on there.
How
for
do you
guys.
find that
I don't know if
drive
you've seen
from-
it.
This one?
Yeah, I've seen these videos before.
Oh,
Have
Jake
you seen
Paul,
these?
huh?
Hard work.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah. Let's
I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm born ready.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You gotta
Said
restart
Matt,
this.
You gotta dangle that carrot in front of yourself, dude.
You gotta restart
Take
this.
something you want and say, listen,
Restart?
bitch, you
Yeah.
can't have it
Why?
until the work is done.
Did you hear
Started
what
microdosing
the
it 2 months
the
ago,
question
and
was?
from the second I wake up,
Wait.
Okay. It's so crazy how you always like. You're so.
How do you find
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
that drive to do that hard work?
meth.
Oh.
I said meth. You gotta dangle that carrot in front of yourself, dude. Take something you want and say, listen, bitch, you can't have it till the work is done. I started microdosing it 2 months ago, and from the second I wake up to the moment I go to bed, it's all I care about.
I'm having a little trouble with this
It's
because
not rocket science, brother. If I don't let myself smoke meth till I'm done with work, my 10-hour day of tasks, done in one.
really,
Yeah. And then I could spend the next 23 hours breathing through a pipe. I'm going to leave some behind for you when the podcast ends. Please try it and let me know what it does for your life.
I love that. I love that. That's a great spot to end.
If you're not going to do it, just let me know
And I'll use
because
it.
I want it.
Because
You can put a gun in my mouth.
Yeah, pause it.
I ain't done.
Have you guys seen this guy in Joe Rogan?
I have not.
It looks fake.
You think so?
Yeah, it looks fake.
Okay, hold that thought. Expand.
I graduated college with $40 in my
That's
pocket,
fake.
built $1 million business, and you just stopped me on the street
course
to
it's
ask
fake.
if I'd pay for
Yeah.
some guy's socks. What world do you live in? You know what I mean?
No.
I mean, who am I even helping? Did my donation just vaccinate an 8-year-old Hitler? Did you just talk me into paying for Nelson
Yeah, it's
Mandela's
fake.
abortion? I don't know.
You're making such gigantic leaps of faith.
But I'm not, though. So next time a person shoves an iPad in my face on my way to lunch, I'm gonna snap it.
How do you find these
Dude,
things?
it's pretty insane.
How do you find this shit?
Dude, I was just
I love
swiping
working
through
out
it.
at night.
Can
I'm
you
talking-
pause?
So like
Can
their
you pause?
channel
I need sobriety, man. Like, Jesus Christ.
So this is advice. You put this under advice.
for sure.
He's got some great
what,
advice.
what carrot do you dangle in front of yourself?
Not meth.
Not meth? Okay,
Not meth.
that's a good start. I'm going to
We're
shake your hand off that
Yeah,
one. Good
let's
for
go.
you.
Starting off clean.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was just on the shorts feed and I saw like this channel. There's another character in this channel.
Okay.
And he like gives advice.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I was like, damn, that's pretty crazy. I can't believe he said that shit. I can't believe this guy's like a real icon. And I kept like watching more and more. And I'm like, no way this shit is fucking real. Someone edited him.
Yeah, sure.
Like I was like, that's not
the word he said.
Yeah, and I was like, this guy's a real person. I know it for sure.
Yeah,
but that's
yeah.
not what he said. This
He didn't
has to
say
be like fucking edited.
METH.
Right.
Is my goals.
That's what I was thinking. So it's like
not math.
Right.
He's perfect at editing it at the right time. He
That's
cuts
what
it
I
so
thought.
well.
I thought it was like a cut, but I don't think it is. I think that, like, I looked at his channel and it's all the same two dudes.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, these guys are just doing like skits.
Sure.
And then that guy does like AI with like Joe Rogan and other podcasters, and the other
sure.
guy does like with real people and shit.
Okay.
Which is pretty insane. It was gnarly. I was like, I thought this guy was real. I thought he actually gave advice, but he never did. Like,
Okay.
There's a. If you
I'm
go to
ready,
the next
man.
one.
I'm fucking ready. I gotta tell you, I'm so. Can you restart
2,
this?
3 in the morning most days. Which is absurd. Why is working out? I love working out. I love working out at night. I'm talking 2, 3 in the morning most days. Which is absurd. Why is that absurd? At 2 in the morning, I can scream, cry, piss myself, bash my head against the wall, and then mug the person at the front
It's
desk.
so fucking
Sounds
insane.
like fucking paradise to me.
What's happening in your life that you're so hurt that you feel the need to just rip?
Either I hurt myself or I'm gonna hurt someone else. How about I hurt you, Logan? Would you like me to do that?
No.
So why don't you stick to waddling out of your leg days like a little penguin, and I'll keep leaving mine in an ambulance covered in my own shit. Sound good, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pussy. Look at me.
insane.
So he
fucking
never
pervert.
pause
Hey,
it. Pause it.
what's going on, man?
So he never said that shit to his face, right? That's an edit.
It's an edit for sure.
Sure. That makes sense.
Isn't that insane?
That makes
though?
sense because you wouldn't take it that way, you
Right.
know? And so this guy's fake, right?
Right.
So he's
never
not
existed.
he's not
He's never given a
not
real
doing
speech.
math. He's not trying to okay.
It's crazy.
It
though.
took me a few tries.
Oh my
It
God.
took me a
Like,
few tries.
If you're like scrolling,
You convinced me first. I mean,
I would. Yeah, it's
I've seen-
believable if you're just scrolling.
I've seen the full spectrum of people, I feel like, and that one, it was believable for like 2 videos, and now I'm like, okay.
If I would have
no
put the
way.
if I would have put the meth one like last, I feel like it would have been more convincing.
Yeah,
Like if I would have started with the
you would have got him with that one.
Yeah, right, yeah, because like if you just started with the workout one, I'd be like, that's interesting. I've heard of people being this crazy.
right.
But he doesn't. But he's not that jacked. You know what I
Right.
mean? So it's like, come on, bro.
And then you'd go to the math and be like, oh, okay.
You skipped neck day.
Right.
You know, like your neck's not that big. So like, I don't know. That's funny though.
And then this guy gives the advice, and I thought he was like a real like Andrew Tate character that like gives people advice and shit.
But
until,
it's not real though, right?
Right. Nothing.
Okay. It's
he's
satire.
not a real person. Yeah, it's all a skit.
Okay.
But it was
okay.
just insane because I saw him so many times in my shorts feed. That
Yeah.
I thought he was real. I thought all this shit he was saying was real.
Yeah.
Until I saw like the meme of the video, and I saw
Okay.
him like crack a check. And I was like, no way, this is real.
Yeah.
Fucking life advice, make your life better type shit. No way. And then I looked at his channel. And I was like, damn, it's all just a skit. It was insane. which is crazy.
Play it?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we'll go back a couple seconds.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I'm good.
Look at me, you fucking pervert. Hey, what's going on, man?
Oh,
Why
shit,
have you
I
not made
forgot.
eye contact
I
with me all
fucking
day?
forgot.
How do you expect to
What's up? Oh, what'd you forget?
What'd you forget?
No, you have to
know
watch it.
anything if you can't even make eye contact with the customer?
Oh, my.
Guys, come on, hey, look at me, you fucking pervert. None of these guys are staring at my junk. They don't care what I'm packing. They care about learning. They care about being better. But if you're not here to be better, I think I saw a Playboy magazine in the waiting room that you can go jerk off to.
Why is he zooming in?
That's how I determined that it was fake. That's the video.
That's how you determine.
Yeah, but the other shit is like a little compelling.
Oh my god.
It's pretty gnarly.
You think this,
man.
You think this channel is compelling?
This is pretty good stuff, Kahaya. I gotta give it to you. You're doing well. This is really good content. What's the most popular? Can you go to shorts and the most popular?
And entrepreneur spelled wrong.
Drug addicts are
Or is
weak.
it?
I'm currently developing an addiction to methamphetamines just so I can show everyone how easy it is to quit.
Yeah, I've seen this one.
Quit. Wow.
It's an interesting.
Yeah,
way
it
to
looks like it's
self-teach.
just edited.
Win-win. Either I
But
kick the habit, which I will, and we could all stop glamorizing recovering addicts, or I could spend the rest of my life in a motel smoking crystal meth away from my family.
Like you're really just doing just for the struggle.
Sorry, what the fuck did you say?
damn it. God damn it. I think the other ones are more compelling. Like his look like AI videos, but they're not even AI videos. Like it's half an AI video, half like a skit. Which is insane.
Could I have some of those bears? Yeah, let me have some of those bears.
I think he has like an alpha male video that's like in the black and white.
I'm so fucking tired from
this.
this.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Some bullshit.
Would you guys like
This is
some?
my life, and my business was threatened, which means my life is threatened.
take
So I have a
one.
right to defend
Go ahead.
myself.
Point
Thank
guns
you.
at potential buyers if they don't like your offer.
It's no different from you. You would do anything to be here. To
Damn,
interview
this
me.
one is not compelling.
Not anything.
Oh, what? You wouldn't kill somebody to be here?
No, absolutely not.
Well, that's why you're where you are, and I'm where I am.
Well, I'm interviewing you, so we can't be that far apart.
Or am I interviewing you?
What?
Oh, I want to go ask other people questions because my life isn't interesting enough. You're a middleman. You're a tattletale, and you're a rat. And I don't think I want to do this interview anymore because I don't think I like you.
You can go if you want.
This is some Andrew Tate shit for sure. And that's his
My
whole
business
like.
is my life.
That's his whole persona. Is just like trying to be like that alpha male instructor. As I said
I
before.
see. Entrepreneur.
Yeah.
It's just these two guys.
Yep.
That makes sense.
All original content. Yep. Kind
Pretty
of.
insane.
Kind of original content. That's a fucking find, man. Good for you on that one. That's a fucking find.
I was unaware. Like I just thought he was like another Andrew Tate, and then I like just dug a little further.
And then you realize it's all satire.
Yeah.
Do you
it's
think these
insane.
people have any other things going on besides this?
I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, they're doing pretty well. Like they have 100 videos.
Yeah.
500,000 subscribers. It's pretty good.
Yeah, just a little over 500,000. It's true. And I like how they did that, the bio picture, where it's just a fucking money sign. Funny.
It's pretty insane.
That's funny.
It makes them look like a business or
You know,
some shit.
I do have one thing to say though. How many meth users were on YouTube and they rationalize their addiction?
My God.
Because they watched that video, and YouTube
Yeah.
knows they like meth content.
Yeah, there's lots of meth content on YouTube.
That's a really scary thing I just said. I bet there's a few people who are like, I got reasons now.
Jesus Christ.
Now
I
I'm
would
not
love-
the only one that goes to the gym and does it.
I destroyed my body and the person at the front desk. Like, what the fuck, dude? I mean, it's good writing, though. I mean, these people are like, they got some good writing.
For sure.
They got some good writing. Could you subscribe? Could you subscribe? They might as well.
I would love to see their YouTube creator studio and see the comments they get.
Yeah,
Like,
could
thank you for suggesting
refresh?
that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry.
The YouTube creator studio. I would love to see them.
View stats.
Be like,
Yeah.
their commenters be like,
Category comedy.
Yeah, they're definitely comedy. They're definitely comedy. I wanted to see how many subscribers and viewers they had in the last 30 days. Yeah.
they're losing it.
Well,
Downward path.
Yeah.
Who's not losing it right now? It's summer. It is summertime.
Yeah. It's very true. That's fascinating, man. That really that was brain rock content to the
Crazy brain
highest
rock.
order. I don't know what else could top that.
They have
Honestly,
some good editors.
That
honestly.
was and also they're finding each it's conversationalists.
Yeah.
You know, they're finding each part of the episode where they should pull from to respond to, which
puzzle piece matches.
That's hard work.
conversation.
That's fucking hard ass work. And then to stay in character the whole time during the Q&A, that's hard work on those shorts too. That's fucking nuts. That's really nuts.
He was definitely tapped in on something to keep up his work ethic.
Think it's meth?
They
It's
got
probably
something working going for him.
Maybe it's Adderall. Maybe he wasn't joking.
Who knows? Who knows?
That's funny. Did you have another playlist as well?
I'm sure I have some playlists that we haven't ventured into.
We could go through that. I got time, man. I got time.
Let's see what I have cooking up.
Yeah, it's muted too. You don't have to worry.
I
that's pretty good,
really
man.
don't remember what my
Do you
last one was.
Do you still doom scroll? You're still
Not
going
as much as before.
Okay.
Which one do you think it'd be under this one?
It'd be
21?
the higher number. So
Yeah.
21, 20. I don't think we've seen 20 either.
Okay. Oh, we watched
this one. Yeah.
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 So you think it's in 20?
We watched 20. Yeah.
I think 20 is the one where
We skipped. Yeah, we never watched this stuff.
I seen this one. Or was that just me?
That was just
Oh
you.
yeah, there's some interesting shit in here.
Yeah, here. Yeah, restart.
So I saw this video pop into my feed. It says how to make a switch. And it's a black guy.
Forgot to use this.
Are you guys aware of what a switch is?
Not really. What are you referring to?
Like on the Glock,
Huh?
like a gun switch, like a switch on a gun. To
This is
turn
how
your-
This is how I know you don't. You've never held a gun before.
That does not look like a gun switch.
It is not a gun switch, but the way he paddled the video made it seem like that. If that makes sense.
I see.
But
Switch works.
and it just showed it was clickbait as fuck.
You turn it into.
And then this guy is crazy. Have you guys seen this guy?
Maybe.
not.
I think I have actually. Yeah. Why?
He figured out a way to turn plastic into crude oil.
Huh?
And he built it from scratch. He has I know he has a distillery.
You mean he's a billionaire right now?
He's trying to be. And
He's turning plastic into crude oil?
and he actually was able to
What?
separate it from what was it, like gasoline, diesel, and I think
so
kerosene or
fucking-
some shit.
Nah, that's not normal.
You should
I'm
smell
not
it. You
smelling
should
your
smell.
gummy bears.
I'm gonna take-
It's the sugar, bro. It's the sugar.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, it's pretty gnarly.
I would
he's
love to watch this video. Yeah.
I think right now he's trying to justify his process.
Okay.
Fuel itself, converts into pollution, and it also contributes into environmental harm. What if we can find a new product which can completely replace plastic as a whole?
What are we going to do with all the plastic that's already in the ocean then?
We can remove it, correct? We can remove it.
So what are you going to do with all these mounds of plastic you have gathered from everywhere? You can't, if you turn all that plastic into new plastic, You're just contributing to the plastic problem. You turn it into bricks, it's going to make microplastic. Even if we stop all plastic production today, there is still enough plastic in the ocean and in the landfills to run our whole world for like a decade or more. So no matter how you put it, we have to completely destroy that plastic. We can add some type of system into our world that will deal with the pollution that comes from burning fuels, like planting more trees, having more algae in our ocean, because the ocean isn't full of plastic waste, because we now have a way to get rid of it. I think that's the best.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then could we go on to his channel? Is that
okay?
And then he'll show like his process.
Nature jab right there. Yeah. You're fine. That's really fascinating. So that's his argument.
Paralysis, like, and that is like a banner is his machine that he has that he makes.
That's no fucking
the
joke.
Converter.
Yeah.
That's a no joke machine. Okay.
And he actually had an accident, I think a day or two after I found that video. His like distilling apparatus exploded.
Yeah, sure.
And he like almost blew off his feet.
Really?
Yeah, he had to go to the ER and everything. It's pretty bad. He has like crazy burns on his feet right now just from this. And then he's just showing off like his oil. It's insane as fuck. That's his plastic. He just turns it straight into oil.
That's really fucking fascinating.
From scratch. It's insane.
But do you think what kind of oil is it though?
He describes it. It's a mixture. It's like literally what you would find when you pull it out of the earth. You know, all oil is like a mixture of the three main ones. It's like the one that you use in jets, and then diesel, and then gasoline.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. And then you would have to like further refine or separate it.
Sure.
From each step to get like a more pure, part of it, pure fraction.
But it's carbon, right?
It's all carbon.
It's all carbon.
Yeah.
So is plastic carbon? Yeah, that's an interesting.
It's carbon surrounded by chlorine.
Okay. Can you burn chlorine?
I'm pretty sure he oxidizes it, and it turns into something else.
He oxidizes the chlorine?
I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know how it works.
I don't know what AC creates.
Let's just hope that he doesn't get whacked by any governments out there that don't want free oil or
that's
gas.
That's great though. If we could just throw everything into our trash cans and then just like get oil from that'd be pretty cool.
Recycling.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to see like the explosion shit? The aftermath?
The video? Yeah.
I don't know if he has a video, but I know he has like a
aftermath of it?
Yeah. It should be like in his shorts for sure. It was not too long ago. There's even like a short of him like tweaking in the Are you on latest? Oh yeah, there it is.
Okay.
Dang.
Why did
I gotta watch that again.
Why did I go through this explosion? It all starts with this right here. This is the distiller. The thing I use to turn my plastic crude oil, this dark liquid, into individual fractions of gasoline, diesel, jet fuel, etc. My distiller was meant to be a vacuum distiller. That means that pressure is constantly being sucked from it. It operates under negative pressure. I, however, ran this distiller without putting the vacuum pump on. Those vapors started to build in the distillation chamber. I went to open up the collection port to collect my gasoline out, and that's when the pressure of all those vapors jetted out like you see here. It was aimed right at my feet. Complete
He's lucky he can walk still.
Of recovery. So I know exactly what I did wrong. All I had to do was either put my distiller under vacuum, or I could have just had any type of port that was open to the atmosphere.
Dang.
It's pretty bad. Chemistry is dangerous when you do it at home by yourself. He has no like education, no experience.
Just gotta have something though, right?
No, his justification for it was like, by the time I finish, getting the degree in like manufacturing engineering or chemical engineering, it'll be too late. Like there'll already be like so much more plastic that's been put into the environment and not been taken out.
And somebody probably would have already invented what he's doing too.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. That's fascinating. I mean, he's fucking on top of it. That's a phenomenal
Oh, so
idea.
smart.
That's really thinking outside the box.
I ran the truck, the diesel truck that I ran, I was exposing everybody around that truck to unnecessary levels of benzene.
In an engine, which doesn't really get rid of all of it, there's still a little bit of exhaust. That's just benzene, and it just sort of sprays out all over the road and in your neighborhood.
We can't prove anything. I didn't over there test the exhaust. But let me show you why that was highly unlikely. Benzene boiling point, 176 Fahrenheit, 80 degrees Celsius. The diesel I put in that truck was distilled out, meaning that I brought the diesel to its boiling point. 325, 675 degrees Fahrenheit. 163 to 357 degrees Celsius is diesel's boiling point. Diesel is just almost double. Once you get far out of something's boiling point range, the amount of benzene that's going to come over is going to be minuscule. That's like saying gasoline is in diesel. That's just not how it works. The boiling points are not lining. He said...
So I think what is going on here, I'll use my minor knowledge of chemistry was. So as you guys saw, like the crude oil that he had.
Yeah, sure.
So I think he used benzene to like separate it all out.
Okay.
From the jet fuel, the diesel, and the gasoline.
Okay. Is that an industry standard to use benzene to separate them?
I don't know what they use, honestly.
That's fine.
But I think that's what he did use was benzene to separate everything out, and then you have to do it like so many times. Like the first time you insert the benzene, you'll get like a large amount of diesel separated out, and then you have to keep doing it over and over again to get like all of it out, 100% of it out.
Sure.
So I think that, and then it's very volatile, so it like burns off. Like it's like alcohol, like rubbing alcohol. Like it just evaporates super quickly.
Okay.
So once you're able to separate it all out, and then you heat it up, there'll be just diesel. There won't be anything else in there.
Okay.
But it is hard to get like all your diesel from that crude oil. It's like very costly, very hard to get like a 99% or 100% pure. It's impossible to get 100%. You would just get to like a 99.99% of that crude oil. You would be able to extract the diesel from there, and that would be like incredibly expensive and use a lot of energy.
So I'm assuming benzene's poisonous to us and poisonous to nature.
It is
when it's concentrated.
Sure.
You could probably make arguments, right? Because
I think it's cancerous. It's carcinogenic. It might be.
Okay.
But it is like it's in a lot of pharmaceuticals. Like it's a starter for like a lot of chemicals. It's just a ring of carbons.
Okay.
It's like a pentagon. So 6, but shape that has 6 sides of carbon. Hexagon.
Yeah.
It's a hexagon of carbons.
Okay.
So it's like very naturally occurring.
Okay.
It's in most of our pharmaceuticals.
Okay.
But
this
like,
guy's
and it's
this guy's a real life magician though, or like wizard. The fact that he's just turning plastics into fucking.
It is insane.
Gasoline.
Yeah, can you subscribe to him too?
Might as well.
Might as well, man. That is very fascinating. Yeah, I'm surprised nobody takes him up on his offer.
Right, like what's Elon doing?
Joe Rogan
right now?
needs to have him on. You're like, I'll invest. Joe Rogan should turn his show into Shark Tank.
To Shark Tank?
Be like, I'll just have any young entrepreneur on here.
Yeah, but I feel like, he might be doing a bit when he's on video. Like, he might not actually be that, like, aggressive or animated.
Sure.
But, like, yeah, he seems pretty aggressive. He seems like a, he seems like an entertainer.
Yeah.
By I don't know.
By
pastime. Yeah, by pastime. Or just, yeah.
Fair.
It's pretty interesting. How'd you find him?
I was just scrolling. I was like, no way this guy has a whole fucking reactor in his backyard that he built from scratch. There's no way.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's so stupid. There's no way.
Sure.
And then I started looking. I was like, wow, that's insane. That's crazy. I'm super interested. I love chemistry. And so I see this guy doing chemistry in his backyard at home. It's pretty inspiring stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Would you do this? Would you make this in your backyard?
Maybe not something this crazy. But
okay.
Maybe I would run a chemistry experiment in my backyard to synthesize something important.
Sure.
See if it's like cheaper to
Keep doing that with the freaking elbow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I made soap before from like chemicals.
Sure.
I could have, instead of buying my chemicals on Amazon, I could have sourced them naturally. And I could have seen, maybe I should stop buying soaps from the stores and start just making them naturally.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
Okay. Soap's a little different than, plastics to gasoline. That's extremely volatile, He kind of looks like
it's insane.
I'm surprised he doesn't have a video where he's like, my neighbors thought I was making crack.
Right, moonshine.
or meth, literally, like crystal meth, like.
Without the RV.
Yeah, just open source, open lot, like.
I'm surprised that shit's legal, what he's doing right now. He has to be. I would have thought he was in fucking Australia or some shit.
He's an American?
He has to be, right? What other country else is
his accent's American.
I would say he is.
Yeah, can you scroll down? Let's see how many. He's got 32 million views.
U.S.,
yeah. Okay. Huh. It's pretty fascinating. He's a fascinating guy. Julian Brown. Oh,
some impressive stuff.
He's a jeweler. Okay. And he's a
permaculturalist.
Permaculturalist. That's a big word. I'd have to look that one up. Definitely have to look up what a permaculturalist is.
We were all over the place today. What the fuck?
What is that?
I don't know. I think it just opened.
Okay. Let's see what it is.
Have you watched this? Or?
And running great. Let's take a look at some of the fuels this thing is creating.
I like how
this is gasoline I made from plastic or carbon.
I'm gonna have to mute it because of the music. Yeah.
Yeah, he has like different versions. It's super insane.
Of his device?
Yeah, he said in this video, he said this is the Mach 4. So this is like the fourth version.
Man, dude, Mach 4.
He's Iron Man, bro. He's Black Iron Man.
He knows how to weld,
Like, where did he learn all this stuff? Like, I barely know chemistry.
Yeah.
And I've been in school for so long, and this guy's just fucking creating gasoline.
He's self-taught, though. Or at least, like, just
bugging.
makeshift.
Holy shit. I think after the leg burns, my family would have been like, put it down.
Yeah, for sure.
Put it down. Just let it go.
For
But
sure.
that is $1 billion idea. That's $1 trillion idea. That's a gazillion dollar idea. Because plastic's going to be around forever. We're so fucking gung-ho on plastics.
And it's technically our waste. So if we're able to use our waste as a resource.
As fuel. Because we fucking need gasoline.
For sure.
Holy shit, man. If we can convert anything into gasoline, that's pretty crazy. A cat.
I have recently learned in class about how you can like use your garden waste and the methane that comes off of that you can use like on your stove, which is insane.
Yeah. Last episode, weren't we talking about using our human waste?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's illegal.
Yeah.
In the United States, at least.
Right. Yeah.
Your great grandpa could have used it.
Shit
for
on your
fucking
cabbage.
gas.
Shit on his cabbage. My great grandfather said he would love to shit on his cabbage because it would make his cabbages bigger. That's the story, man. That's the family story. That's what my grandfather told me. So I mean, I don't know if it's true, but like it seems pretty wild. Yeah.
I have a question.
What's that?
What fruit or vegetable of your choice would you want your shit to be fertilizing? If you had to pick a top tier
strawberries
fruit.
Strawberries?
Yeah, strawberries.
Those hold so many germs that you don't think so.
Well, with their pores.
Yeah.
Strawberries, 1000%. Because it's a vine thing and it separates itself from the roots. And so, yeah, it separates. Maybe tomatoes.
Tomatoes would be a good one.
Yeah, that's also pretty far from its roots as well.
True.
Yeah.
I think I'd have to go for like a tree, like a fucking mango tree or some shit.
Okay, an apple.
Yeah, apple.
Sure,
so
pear.
far away from the shit.
Sure. But you also want big fruit, right? So like, what do you want big fruit of?
The mango for sure.
The mangoes?
The mangoes would be fire.
Okay. I've never been a big mango person, but yeah, I understand.
Love mangoes.
You love mangoes? I'm a big fan of strawberries. I guess that's why that was my gut. That was my gut reaction.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of tomatoes. That's why I would put shit on them.
That's hilarious.
I've heard of plants crossing their taste palettes before. Have you ever heard that before? Where plants, if you plant them next to each other and they have similar chemistry, that they'll exchange their taste palettes.
Interesting.
And so, but I'm so curious.
It could be like an orange tasting tomato.
Sure.
Or something like that.
Something along that. I don't know what specifications you have to have for them to share their taste palettes, but if you're putting shit on them.
Oh no, and they end up tasting like shit? That'd be terrible.
But how do you know what shit tastes like? I feel like that's instinctual, actually.
You're right. How do you know? You know what I heard? I heard that if you can look at something. Well, damn, that doesn't really correlate. But I heard that you can look at something and know how it feels in your tongue.
You can
look at something.
I think it's the smell that you're tricking it with, or you're flipping it with. Isn't it?
Think about this piece of wood.
Yeah,
you know how that feels in your tongue, don't you? Have you ever tasted
I would.
that?
No.
But you know.
I probably would have a good idea.
Yeah.
I'd have a good idea.
Gnarly.
Huh.
It's such a bad example, though.
Or my arm.
Yeah, I would know how that would feel on my tongue.
Or the mic.
Yeah, sure. I think I have licked it on accident.
I don't know. It's weird. Even the keyboard. I'm just looking at the keyboard. I'm like, I know how a keyboard would feel in my tongue.
I would know how that aluminum feels on my tongue for sure.
Aluminium.
Yeah. It's so funny how it doesn't even fit in the goddamn frame.
I can't even see the fucking pencil sticking out of it.
Yeah. That's fascinating.
I'm glad that you revived it.
I had to bring it back for this episode.
Why this episode particularly?
The conspiracy about the shooter, for sure.
Yeah.
Because we're debunking some CIA notes.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's why. The CIA. I don't know, man. Yeah. You know what happens if Thomas Crooks, was that his name?
Right.
Thomas Crooks. What if his family member, he had a family member had cancer. It's 3rd stage.
Damn.
You know?
And he's doing it out of a revenge or some shit, or
No, he's doing it out of somebody comes up to him who's an agent and is I know you can't afford the treatment for your relative. But you know what you can do? Shoot the president and we can give you a check for all of the treatment.
That's fucked up. I don't think it happened that well, unfortunately.
You don't think it happened that well?
Nah.
I think something happened with Jack Ruby, where he was in debt to the mob. Something. Me going back to I studied the
JFK.
I studied the JFK assassination.
Don't study it too much.
Don't study it too much, man. Yeah.
It's weird thinking about that, because I was thinking about so it's almost like it's their job to do that, you know. It's like they've been assigned a task to assassinate or do something illegal. And it makes me think about people who steal kids, or people at gas station, truck stops. Who in their right mind is working as an organization collectively trying to steal people if they're not it's almost like a job for them. They're getting something. They have to be getting something out of return.
Yeah.
It's just pretty crazy. Are they getting crazy checks? What the fuck? How are you going to be motivated to just especially if you're a lady and you're snatching ladies from the women's restroom at that fucking gas station? That's insane.
Have you seen videos like that before?
Ashley was telling me about it. Women have been caught doing that.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
Yeah, well, they're the ones who are at least suspected for it.
Right.
And they're the ones who are allowed to go into a woman's restroom. And they're allowed to follow a woman without any
suspicion, yeah.
Yeah, of course. And so it's I've seen one video where it was a woman who was getting followed by another woman. So this woman was walking into a gas station, and there was a woman on FaceTime, and she was like, "You like her?" And that's what the woman heard. I don't know. It's some story like that where.
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah, where a woman on the FaceTime was hunting for what the person would want. I don't know. It's scary shit, man. I was at the airport recently, And they got posted everywhere. You know, if you see signs of trafficking, you know, call your local authority, blah, 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 blah. But it's like, what are the signs?
Yeah.
What are the signs? I never hear that. What are the signs? I want to see what the signs are. What are the signs?
Yeah,
because
there's not like a video playing at the airport and being like, be vigilant of these signs.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Yeah, like, what am I supposed to see when I see somebody being trafficked? Like, do I see, like... I don't know. I just don't understand. Like, I understand the dynamic of an abusive person who has control over another.
A captor.
Yeah, captor. Sure.
Right.
Like,
Captive.
I understand that stuff, but it's not really that though. You know, it's not really. It is captor, but it's different though.
Nowadays, there's more coercion involved, and they don't even think they're being trafficked at this point.
Right.
That's what I think.
They willingly go. That's the scariest part. That they get. There's such a good sales pitch that they're like.
They don't even think they're being trafficked at all.
Exactly. That's the scariest one.
That's insane.
That's the scariest one, where you think it's a good idea to go. And you're like, I'm going to get a job, or I'm going to get some housing, or I'm
Andrew
going to...
Tate said he's got something lined up for me.
Oh, shit.
That's so fucking horrible. That's so horrible.
That's fucked.
That's really fucked. And I was like, you know, soon I was going to be like, guys, you want to end it? But, like, that's such a tragic one to end it on.
True.
Do you have any icebreaker? Maybe could you go to the playlist, see if I have anything, and like,
oh goodness,
yeah. So you got to go to that 3, yeah, and then playlist, and then clips.
Boom, boom,
I don't know if I have any though.
Yeah, this was the newest one, so I don't think there's anything new. We already seen this one, right?
Man, that's aggravating. Tree came down. Yeah, we saw that. Okay, we can watch the Storm Chaser guy.
I thought we'd seen that, or did we not?
No, I don't think so. We could end it on that one. So if you scroll up just a little, yeah, that guy. Have you guys seen that meme before?
I think I've seen that
I
meme.
have seen this meme. Yeah.
It's insane.
What does he have?
Jesus Christ.
I think a wind, like, meter. So he's like trying to collect how fast the wind is.
Bruh. Now, how is this car just perfectly fine? How is it like not? There's like nothing.
It's just you peep how it didn't
fine.
even like
wobble.
I've seen pause it. I've seen cars wobble from just like us size people getting into cars.
I know. Right? How is that just like
chilling?
Let me play it on mute. How is it just not? It's the stiffest object in the world right now,
and it's a flat surface. It's a flat surface. The wind's hitting. Man, I never knew
where this came from.
And I honestly, it's such a fleeting memory where what the memes would have been used for. That's such a fleeting memory.
My favorite version, like meme of this, is there's an anime called My Hero Academia.
Okay.
And they put like one of the theme songs when like one of the main characters was fighting, and like when he like fights, his aim's all night. When he fights, when he hits shit so hard that like makes a wind gust.
Okay.
And it's like him like trying to like be a bystander of that fight, and there's just a fucking gust.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like this shit's about to fall.
That's a funny meme.
It does look like it's about to fall. Every time you tilt it, it's like, man, that's really fucking close.
The fall of Kahaya.
So the metallic turd hat.
All right, guys, can we call it? I'm tired.
That was a good episode.
I'm tired.
Few historical moments thrown in there.
Yeah. Oh, before we get off, can we show Kahaya how we...
Oh, my God. The cameras will never see it.
The cameras will never see it. Yeah, it's true. I know. But
these guys...
the fact that you can't snap.
Coercion on the fucking handshake.
Wait, here, you want to do it?
No,
you
I'm
wanna
not
do
doing it.
The camera's
No,
right
I'm not.
there.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
I respect the handshake.
The fact that I walked up to him
Rejected.
and he was like, and he like did the normal, like, I guess he like, you dapped me, right?
I tried.
You tried to dap
but
me.
it was such a shit dab. Like, my fucking wrist was right here. My hand was on your wrist and your hand was like...
Can I try that with you? No.
See, like, it's just fucking...
No. What if we start doing this? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible.
Extra firm handshake.
Oh. Can't do it.
You're gonna make his hat fly off.
Literally.
I'm gonna make you shiver the conspiracy hat off. Yeah.
Can't do it.
Well, if the CIA doesn't get us with this episode, they never will.
Did we get any viewers on Kick? Did anyone tune in?
That's a good question, actually. I don't know how to look it up. I can go on YouTube.
I put the link on the YouTube.
No, let's stay live and all of us look it up. Might as well.
Has anyone seen the...
Damn, it makes you say, like, are you 18 years old?
Has anyone seen the new Quiet Place or Despicable Me movie? Come on,
We
bro.
have not.
We have not. I'm sorry.
Wait, that was a chat?
That was on the...
Oh, that was on YouTube.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. No, we have not.
That question was a little bit old, but if you're still around, it has just now been answered.
Who asked that question?
It's a good question. I don't know, man. Somebody did. Somebody did.
0 views on Kick.
0 views on
views.
Kick.
That's embarrassing.
That's sad.
Come on, guys.
Shit, man.
I think this was a recent comment.
What was?
Have you guys seen the new Quiet Place or Despicable Me movie?
Yeah. I mean, maybe it's a new one. All right. Are we all good?
Yeah. It's
All
been a wonderful episode.
Indeed. Thank you for tuning in.
Goodbye.
That's all I got, man. You got anything? You got anything to sign off with?
Thank God they got the shooter.
Jesus
I'm just kidding.
Jesus Christ.
I was trying to impersonate a Trump supporter.
Dude.
Where them shots at?
Where them shots
I heard them over there.
Dude, there's a Trump supporter at my fucking job. And when that video first came out,
They got him.
I clowned him. I was like calling Trump. I was like, you see him? He was like, ugh. And they're like, that's not funny. He's a human being. They were pissed, dude. They thought like Donald Trump getting shot was like X getting fucking shot. Like they're like devastated. She was crazy.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Okay, yeah.
That's what I wanted to know.
Yeah. Right. Psh, I don't.
Many men.
I was gonna go.
With
This is a real quote I heard. Man, he's so heroic, just being able to put his fist out like that, just right after all the commotion, and he got shot. Wow. That was a real quote I heard from somebody.
But that was on Fox.
No, it's a family member. Okay, we should end it there.
All right.
Anything else?
Someone close it. Someone close the
Thank
game.
you for tuning in, everyone.
All right, thank you guys.
See you guys. Many men wish death on me.